I take over everybody's. But who?
If you take them, that'd be the goddamn day.
I do. When is yours?
Man, this
What month?
You're not taking over my month. Don't worry about it at all.
It may not be February because I already took over.
It's not February.
Oh, okay.
It can't be.
Well,
It will never be
if
that.
it's the end of
It will never
we
be that.
we
if
live
it's
on
the end of
YouTube.
January, it's
It will never be
over.
that. Listen here, you winter babies.
Ah, you a summer. So
Winter
when
baby.
is it?
We live on Facebook.
When is it?
Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. We are just literally sitting here setting up right now. We having a good time, catching a little vibe. But before we get started, man, I want to go viral, man.
All right.
You don't sound too enthused.
All right.
Man, let's go viral. Well, I guess.
This microphone is.
Microphone check. 1,
Break
2, 1, 2.
Man,
We'll
you
be
a
right back
Leo?
after this commercial break. Leo.
I could tell.
Yeah. Real Leo's in this thing.
Over 1 million t-shirts sold, man. That's a sack.
It is, but you know, I'm upset we ain't sold 2 million yet.
That's all. What's most important for you at T-Shirt Kings, man?
Customer service, man. Taking care of my customers, making sure that they major.
What about your team?
I got the best team in the world. They get busy. They love the customers. We got a saying, I don't gotta go to work. I get to go to work.
What are some of the different styles of shirts that like you can get made here?
I got DTF printing. We are definitely the screen print kings. We turn that around immediately for you, which by the way is what separates us from other companies. Somebody will tell you it takes 2 weeks. I tell you it's gonna take 2 days.
Where do you see T-Shirt Kings like 5-10 years from now?
We're already the best t-shirt company in the world. We already are coming up with concepts that I don't see anybody else doing. You order 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. Bulk discounts, fast turnaround, and free designs.
Completely world class. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Peanut, the CEO of Dash Resource LLC. I got my man Stacking SMED.
What's up, everybody, man? Welcome to the Legendary People Podcast.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Now, first of all, let me get to me. Hold on. Nope, that ain't the right. God, boy, I done forgot how to. Oh, yes, sir. Now to answer your question, Tony, yes, I am a Leo. Okay, as you can tell, I got on a lion on my shirt.
Leo
That's
gang.
not how that's not how I realized it. No.
Leo gang.
Yeah, but what made you ask me that?
Because you behind scenes. And typically
Take a point, Smith. Where is
Give me
he
that.
ever behind the
baby
scenes?
boom, you out of order.
I'm in front of the
No,
scene.
no, no, no.
All the time.
Really?
I play the
see
commercial
you.
again. You think you behind the scenes?
Right. I'm in every shot.
Anywho, typically Leos love to
Lead.
yes, and they do behind the scenes.
Turn this. Hold on. I'm
You can take a point for messing your interview up.
There you go.
Go ahead.
You the first person to ever break the microphone. Take a point from you for doing that. I can't believe you did
Can I
that.
get a point?
No.
What?
Yeah. Well, you don't. I took a point from you. You took one from me.
No,
So we just both
no,
picked
no,
our
no,
points.
you out of order because you never took a point from me.
Uh-oh.
I did.
What? What?
Well, your voice carried over here to this microphone.
Because
Causing me to take a point.
Because you are the electrician or whoever you over there operating,
Man, the electricity.
and you don't have it right. So therefore, you're not operating your.
I'm getting drilled.
My favorite podcast ever up to this point already.
Take
Do I
this
need to
little
say
punk
more,
ass-
you guys?
take
Do I
this-
need to say more?
Take this little punk ass.
But
There you go.
anywho, I knew Smith was a Leo because for real, for sure, my daughter's a Leo, and I know they great.
What's her
They
birthday?
are natural born freaking bosses. Period.
What's her
The
birthday?
18th of August.
18th. That's my cousin Remy G's birthday.
There you go.
Nice
So
birthday.
she sit back and she's quiet, but she watch and dissect everything, and she's very creative.
Absolutely.
Like I am, like most of my support system are surrounded with Leos. They are so now. I need a point.
This is called a. That's called a juke. What is going on with this?
The phone ringing off the hook. They calling you everywhere.
Well, I did. So you're right. Take another point. But what I wanted to say was this: we just debuted our commercial on our podcast. Like, bro, I ain't showed nobody else this, and we played the commercial today.
Yeah, but that's hard.
Wow.
That's epic.
For sure.
Directed by me. Shot by Marmar English, the real flyer queen.
Period.
Behind the scenes for real, for real. SMED ain't behind the scenes, so that's why like you lost that point earlier. Like SMED is in every shot.
That's not behind the scenes though. He's the mastermind.
That's the yeah. She's
She's good. She's good.
here's the point.
A little punk ass.
Thank you. Give me your point.
Don't-
2 points I took from you.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Well, and
trust
I
me,
think
I'm not.
I'm
I'm gonna hold mine and spend yours. Thank you.
well. Another thing that she's saying that I'm kind of in agreement with is, like, I do like to kind of like be behind the scenes when the store is in operation. Like have people
Behind the scene, behind the screens.
have people actually up front and helping the customers while I'm in the back, like making orders or screen print
Behind the scene,
downstairs.
behind the screens. That's what I said.
Right now, I'm kind of like behind.
You
The
built
scenes.
the empire and then let other people lead, but you really the leader. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying behind the scenes. They sit back
Yes.
really and do their homework. They hunt like no other. And I'm not just saying this based off my daughter. I watch. Now I have met some Leos are very envious, jealous of anybody who they feel like can
Peanut is a Leo.
can hunt better than them or whatnot. But I'm not gonna say oh.
Well, that's that. Peanut is the most unenvious, like he too busy like taking care of his own stuff. So yeah.
I like that.
I'm like Mean Gene. I'm wrestling what I said. Like people get to go here to go crazy. Like that's how we had crazy dude stand on the chair. And he was like, "Man, how come you let him stand on your chair?" I'm like,
You understand on the chair.
"For sure,
It made a good show.
it did." So let's get to the viral topic, Smed.
Okay. Sponsors.
Oh, well, we do that after we do the viral video.
Do we? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's been that long, Smed. We did that long out of pod.
Man, my mind is
Fair enough, 'cause I'm on the show.
destroyed, bro. I'm just a.
Roll that beautiful beef footage. Listen,
Here we go.
If anybody watched our last,
Have we
podcast-
cursed? Have we cursed at all during this?
No,
show
because
yet?
we don't consider punk ass a cuss word.
I consider that.
That
cuss
is
word.
like if
Baby
you
boo,
would let your
that's
child
all
say
the
something
way.
like that.
You just said take that punk ass point multiple times, man. So
Oh,
we had
wow.
a swear jar, and you will already be down like $4 already.
But
Like,
he didn't say it right now. Did you?
but he
I don't
said it
think I
before.
said it though.
Oh,
On the show.
I was paying attention.
Today
need your
on the show.
Yes. He told you take this punk ass point, and I said it again. Punk ass is not a bad word.
What? It's a cuss word.
Ass ain't a cuss word.
Why isn't it?
Ass is a.
Ass is not a cuss word.
Please, I need this. I need y'all to elaborate. Like, just make me understand.
Have you ever heard of a
It depends on
donkey?
the context you're using it.
Yeah.
So ass could be ass.
So the content that y'all using it is a freaking
Y'all, all I did was repeat what happened. Don't say
cuss
y'all.
word.
Take this punk ass point.
Yeah.
It's cussing.
I need a point. Thank
From
you.
Peanut.
For what? No, all I did was repeat what he said.
You
No.
repeated it.
No, I was only.
No, you repeated it.
I was only.
You repeated
Y'all
it.
asked
You
that we cut.
repeated it.
We
Smed, you
repeat
asked me to
all
we-
our points.
Roll that
Repeat
beautiful
it.
beef
Man,
footage.
here we go, man. Shondell, Nicole, Tone, Loke. What's up, everybody, man? Shondell, we was just talking about you.
We sure
Yes.
was.
Bad,
Yes.
all bad stuff.
No.
too, Shondell.
In November, I'm actually going to be in an event with her, so I'm going to be speaking with people. I'm also in talks right now. I'm speaking with some children about, you know what I'm saying, a lot of
Well,
stuff.
tomorrow,
Wow, this is
I
all
will
about
be
you,
with
ain't it?
her tomorrow.
For sure, we're going to
You
get
know,
to that.
at 6
I made
o'clock.
shirts for her. I just
I
went
did
over. I
you,
just
did you
went
make
over her
my
house.
shirt? Do I have a shirt, Shondell?
This ain't no Who Loves Shondell
But
contest.
all I'm saying is, she showed me so
Shondell
much love.
is-
She said, Tony, actually, she said the realtor and Blue don't have to worry about Blue. Because she's going to have me a whole Blue thing. I can't wait. I'm excited. Special. Can we say special?
So let's just get to the let's just cut to the chase. Who does Shondell like the most out of us three?
Uh-oh.
It's
Uh-oh.
definitely
Let her comment below.
Shondell.
Put her on the spot. Who do you love the most? And rank them from 1 to 3. Oh,
See, I don't compare
Shondell,
my...
I think
See, I
think
don't
you're getting
compare
a free
myself.
it's
shirt.
gonna be 3
So-
for sure.
Shondell, I will buy your love. I will give you a shirt.
Baby boy.
I will come
I will
purchase
give you a
products
shirt,
from
Don.
you. I will purchase products from you.
I'll purchase products from her.
Me too, I have to.
I'll buy more.
Well,
I'll buy
Shondell,
more. I'll buy
hold
more,
on,
bro.
baby boom, Shondell, it's between them two because, you know, the realtor and Blue is always out of the competition because I don't see none. So it
Well,
depends.
I'm still in the competition.
Right,
I don't care. I
exactly.
want to win.
I feel
So
it too.
you can choose between
I
those
feel
two.
it too.
Chantel.
You feel me? And don't forget, I still got to do your event.
Chantel, she said, "Who's buying the most gummies?"
Me.
You do you? No, man.
Can we get to the viral topic, man?
All right, here we go.
It's gonna be a 3-hour podcast.
All right. Viral topic. Now, Shondell, please keep watching because you could win a free Agnes All Natural Grill lunch, or you could win a Sheik's breakfast.
Yes.
All right. So make sure that everybody that's watching, keep watching, comment below, participate in the podcast, and we're gonna pick a winner. We're gonna let Toni Holmes, the realtor in blue, your realtor in blue. Toni Holmes.
Here you go.
That's how you go. That's how you go. You go.
All right, so everybody watch. Here we go. Is this ratchet or is this racist?
Yes. Is this ratchet or is this racist? Sponsored by Dash Resort LLC. My business. Your business is my business. There ain't no vibe.
All right, and take.
Go over there and subscribe to that channel too called Is It Ratchet or Is It Racist? Be a capitalist, not a fix.
Here we go.
What are you talking about? And you're not talking to me. You are not talking to me. No, you're not. You are not talking to me. So come with it. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to box my food. And I'm going to finish my food. And then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down.
Take that as a note.
She just threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time.
Take that as a note.
So all the time. She did just throw that box at me, sir. Period.
Take a note of the bag.
White place like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place.
I'm giving a point for this.
That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a goddamn white place. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. But that's that. Because I can come out and
I think he got off right there.
That camera. Oh, bring this camera right there.
That one here.
Mm-hmm.
really period.
And did you? Yeah, because we got that one done.
You look like a racist. But that's why you're poor. Most racist people are poor.
That's the truth.
All right. So now, Toni, what do you think? Yep, just bring it closer to her. Bang, bang. That's good. So, ratchet or was that racist? Could you follow along?
What's going on, everybody? This is the Blazers podcast.
Let me see this too.
No.
No.
You can take a point for messing up right there.
Episode 5, Tori.
There we go.
Both.
Both of them. BOFFUM, both of them. Tell me why is it ratchet and why is it racist?
Because she knew what she was doing. Attention. She didn't have to entertain them. And racist, right? Only? Baby boom. Seriously, get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know if something's just white only, I'm going to go in there because I want to feel like, I'm going to be on my ratchet stuff. You know what you're going to get.
So you would willfully go inside of a place that says, it's like a picture of you in front of it that says, you can't come in there. Would you go to a place that just had your picture and said that you can't come in there?
Depending on what mood I'm in.
So I'm going to ask you the question that I asked when I watched this video, and I said there had to be some black-owned business within within a 50-mile radius that she could have went to, had a good time, support a black business, rather than going to a place where you aren't going to be respected. Like my grandmother said before, like you should go where you're loved, not where you're tolerated. And this was both of those, because literally they didn't want her there at all. What is your response to that?
Let's take a quick break real quick so I can fix something. All right.
Over 1 million t-shirts sold, man. That's a sack.
It is, but I'm upset we ain't sold 2 million yet.
What's most important for you at T-Shirt Kings, man?
Customer service, man. Taking care of my customers, making sure that they major.
What about your team?
I got the best team in the world. They get busy. They love the customers. We got a saying, I don't gotta go to work. I get to go to work.
What are some of the different styles of shirts that you can get made here?
I got DTF printing. We are definitely the screen print kings. We turn that around immediately for you, which, by the way, is what separates us from other companies. Somebody will tell you it takes 2 weeks. I tell you it's gonna take 2 days.
Where do you see T-shirt kings like 5-10 years from now?
We're already the best t-shirt company in the world. We already are coming up with concepts that I don't see anybody else doing. You order 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. Bulk discounts, fast turnaround, and free designs.
Completely world class. We had the mayor on here.
All right,
We
we
had
back.
Desiree Timms.
We back.
So guys, we were in the middle of watching a volatile video of literally a black patron female goes into a whites only bar to have lunch and also play pool. Are we gonna roll it one more time for the people that's showing it a little late?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna watch this again, and then we're going to get SMED's reaction because he actually was in the middle of engineering, doing his God's work, and he's going to get his reaction next because Toni already gave hers.
Hold on, no, I did not.
Okay, well, we'll defer to you first.
Are you coming back to ask me that question after SMED?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
SMED drove the commando, so try like we in a bando.
So just break it down to me. What's happening?
So she goes into like so she's in the heart of Georgia, right? This one of those sundown towns, and she says she's come there, and after she finished her food, which is
But
weird.
she said that she's been there multiple times, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So why wouldn't she go support a black business that's in Georgia? I'm pretty sure there's multiple black businesses in Georgia that have pool. What? I mean,
Okay.
So does this store have whites only out front of in front of it or something?
it's whites only all inside of there. You don't need a sign. You walk in there and it's whites only all inside of there.
You been
What,
there?
just because it's all white people there?
I'm not saying that is the rule there. This is just what I use as a catchy title. It's literally they're telling her to go somewhere else. These are the patrons and the staff. What else do you need? Do you actually need a glaring sign and neon lights say?
I mean, well, why isn't it just because they don't want to deal with her as a person? Like she went in there and they don't want to deal with her.
She went in there.
But now they got to be racist just because they don't feel like dealing with her.
Well, the one guy admittedly said that he was racist.
If he is, he
Right,
is.
that's
He's
one.
got a right to be.
But you said that this is an all white. So where that shows, like when you walk in, it would say all white only.
Y'all,
Right, that's
y'all
what
are
I'm
taking the
saying.
whites only as in like it's back in those days. I'm saying literally that is the backdrop that's happening. Clearly,
So-
they
so
don't
are
want
you
a black
saying
person in
that-
there.
okay, so
they're
think
not
about
saying we
it.
don't want your money because you're being loud. They're not saying we don't want your money because you're being belligerent. They're saying we don't want you in here. They didn't never say they didn't want her money.
But they
'Cause
never said they didn't want their money because she's black neither.
Play it again, right? Rather than just keep on going on speculation.
So, but no, listen. But you assuming because it's all
Let's
black
play it again and
I mean,
listen.
it's all white audience, right? So
Did you hear what they said? Did
No.
you hear what they
Come
said?
here.
Let's hear it. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
listen. We're gonna listen this time. Let's go back. How long is this video?
A minute and 25 seconds.
Sheesh. That's long.
Man, we watched Sugar Man.
Yes, I would watch Sugar Man again.
Shout out to Sugar Man.
Man, Sugar Man, please come on our show, bro.
So we love Sugar Man.
Sugar Man said that he got 1 million stars, man.
What?
Yeah, do you know what a star is?
Yeah, it's when you have a Facebook page and they pay you for it, like, and you can like literally like buy stars to get to somebody.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't hip to that, but Facebook, he was like almost in tears from the gratitude.
He
from
always
that.
in tears.
Man, Sugar Man is my brother.
He the GOAT.
He's funny, man.
Shout out to Sugar Man.
He just himself, man. You know. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Turn it up because you have to hear their response.
I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna box my food, I'm gonna finish my food, and then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down, and she got snapped at me, and she just threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time. So all the time.
She said I
But she
didn't
on it
throw.
all the time. So this is the first time she had it all the time.
Kids need to listen.
Place like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a goddamn white place. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I got it flat, so I can come out and spend my money how I want to. You think my phone is very offensive.
All right, I seen enough.
Now, SMED, is the customer always right?
No.
No, hell no. Baby boo. She's out of order. She's
She's going in their place talking
right.
shit.
But you went. She clearly states that she been in there multiple times. And if she been there multiple times and it haven't happened then, and it's happening now, she went in there possibly on one. So now you have one customer that may be racist. Yeah. What about the other people?
As a business owner, SMED, would you remove a racist person that was being racist towards a white customer while they were here doing business with you?
Would I remove them?
If a white person came here to do business with you, which happens quite often, what if somebody was outside or come inside, and even though like they're a paying customer as well, and they were being racist towards your white, your Chinese, your African brother, how would you feel about someone being racist towards one of your customers? Would you remove the racist person or let it prolong as long as this went along?
I don't know. I mean, I have to just feel the energy of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if somebody was in there like, man, you white this and you white that, I would tell them to stop saying that.
Okay.
I would, but I didn't hear them saying like N-word this and N-word that. I didn't hear them saying that to her.
They said, why don't you go to a black place?
Well, because she was talking about that they was white. And if she got so much of a problem with them, like, look, man, my feeling about the race situation is like, white people can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. And black people can react however they want. But I don't think that it should be something that controls you so much. And you feel like your point was the best point of all of this. You said, bro, it's black businesses that she could have actually went to support instead of going over there to just start. So she was looking for trouble. And any little thing that they did was going to make her feel like, here's some more racist stuff that they're doing. And, you know, I mean, she's going there to play pool with racist.
Yeah.
Like,
So
why are
let me
you
ask
doing
y'all
that?
a question. So just because we're black, do we supposed to support all black businesses?
I don't
mean,
feel you should support all black businesses.
I mean,
the only
you
reason why
can, yeah.
I don't agree with that. You
I
know
feel
why?
like- yeah,
It's
go ahead.
because I done been to several black businesses.
Don't say several. Just say multiple, because that makes it seem like it's a like ongoing thing.
It is.
I mean, go ahead. I want you to finish your statement because I got smoke with this.
And yes, and they greet me as if my money isn't green, and it went to the point that I had me and my white friend, we started actually really making this a thing, right? And we would go in black businesses, and because the whole hype of support black businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we come in there and we support, they treat us like nothing. I know I'm not gonna say all, but I have really got.
Have you ever been to a non-black business and they treated you like nothing?
Oh.
I'm not gonna say as many as. Okay,
that's a good one.
The only
I mean,
reason,
what type of standard are
no,
you
the
holding
only
these
reason why I'm
black
saying is
That's a
because
good one.
this whole trending of support black businesses. I'm not support. Listen, I don't care if you black, white, Asian, whatever, Japanese,
Right.
whatever. If I don't feel like I'm getting the service that I need, I'm not supporting this. I don't care what color
Agree.
you are.
Agree.
Period.
I agree.
So
Agree.
the
I
reason
agree.
why I'm saying this is because you said it's a lot of black businesses. So again, like I was saying,
But black
that we-
businesses get all of this stigma, like they don't treat people well, but it's just
No.
businesses.
Let me finish.
It's
though.
businesses in general.
Let me finish. So we did this little routine.
Mm-hmm.
I would come in, and I would not get treated at all. Like I wouldn't even get asked for help. They'd be looking at me up and down and everything. So then my white friend
What's
would
a
come.
black business?
My white friend would come in.
What businesses are we talking
And-
about here? I'm saying, what
My white
businesses
friend
are we
would come
talking
in
about?
and they'd be like, "Hi, how you doing?" They would stop everything they're doing. "Hi, how you doing? Can I help you?" I'm like, "Oh wow." None of that for me,
I think
which is fine. But so the whole point
I'm
of
trying
what
to
I'm
figure out
saying.
what black businesses are there.
So this is the thing. The whole principle of what I'm saying is that doesn't matter if they black, white, Asian, Japanese, or
Yes,
whatever.
it matters.
It don't matter to me. What matters to me is how I get treated. I don't care what color you are, what race you are. If
Right,
I'm
I'm
not
not
getting
saying
treated,
that-
I'm not coming back and supporting your business. I don't care what
No,
color
and you
you
shouldn't.
are.
You shouldn't. You
I
shouldn't.
agree.
You shouldn't.
We
But
all
I
are in
want
agreement.
what I want to do. No, I'm not in agreement.
I'm saying on that factor alone of you getting
Man,
less
I go deal with white businesses all the time. I'm talking about as a regular customer, and they treat me like shit.
So you
all
go
the
back to
time.
they
Yeah, I do because
Why?
I deal with them. I deal with them. I
necessary
deal with
evil
these.
to you.
I deal with these people on a industry level, because you'll come to find out, like, if you deal with anybody long enough, you're gonna have things that are annoying about that business relationship. But you do continue to go. But man, look, I go to the bank. I've had PNC, who is a white business, go in and make me send them all of invoices from people that I do business with on a regular because of the amount of money that I'm dealing with. Okay, this is a white business. I'm treated like shit at this bank. I felt like that was weird
why stay at the bank?
because any bank that you go to is going to have these type of questions about you. But I felt like that it was a
Targeted.
problem. Yeah, and it's not just that. What I'm trying to tell you is, whoever you deal with, and I want this stigma removed from black businesses because it's a ploy. It's
Yeah.
not black business. That's just a bad business. A bad business treats you bad. It's not because they're black.
Agreed.
They're just
agree
a bad.
with you, but that's what
right,
I'm saying.
right. So let's stop saying black businesses because that's not it.
It's bad
It's
business.
a bad business. It's not a black business. They're just a bad business owner or a bad business philosophy or whatever they got going on. They're not approaching business a way where customers are going to return.
Well, I agree with you on that, but that's my point. So when we sit
Right.
here saying black business support several black businesses, listen, at the end of the day, you are a business.
Right.
Your whole brand, right?
Right.
So your whole brand right now is to treat every customer what?
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Right.
So when you sitting there pointing fingers or picking and choosing who you want to treat right, then it becomes that. So my thing is, I hate the word of we have to support all black business. I'm not supporting no bad businesses.
Right.
There you go.
Whether they black,
There you-
white,
There you go.
Asian. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh,
So
well, we
it's
holding
no-
hands now?
there's no
I've
color
been.
to it.
Do we
It's
agree to
just-
that? Are we holding hands now?
Well, I agree with bad business, but to me, like
The negative
black,
connotation that comes with black
sometimes
business.
you got black customers who are just as difficult to work with as the black business. Like the customers come in with disrespect. Somebody will come in here and freak a black or with a vape or be cursing loud while it's an obvious elder standing right next to him. Coming in just different. Like, bro, I be having to like literally ask people to chill sometimes.
I agree.
And so what I'm trying to say is why we are, and I think that it's something that we do to just like, we've been taught to over examine and over enforce like what you expect from black people and black businesses. And then you go in there looking for mistreatment. And when you look for something, you normally find it. Like, for example,
Skip Bayless and LeBron James.
I could, if I believed that Jesus was black, all right, and I went on YouTube to a deep dive, I would find so many videos to support support what I'm looking for. And
sure.
But if I went on the internet and I said Jesus is white, I would find so many videos to support whatever it is that I'm looking for. So if you go inside a business saying, watch how they treat me in here, I can't stand going to these black businesses. They always got attitudes and nasty. When you go in there, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You speak these things into existence and manifest these things by how you're thinking and the energy that you put out. That's the same thing that this girl did.
Absolutely.
She went in there looking for smoke,
And she-
went in there thinking that they're racist and they're going to mistreat me every time. And she said, the woman threw the food at me or threw the box at me. And the woman came from us. I said, I didn't throw that at you. What are you talking about?
My
But-
whole thing is
but
that's
her,
the
she
thing.
made it
We
like that.
Words are socially constructed.
Mm.
I don't care. I don't see, like, I just made a post. I don't judge people off their color. I judge it by your mind and heart, period. That's just like business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about race to me. Everything is about race. It's not about race to me. It's about how you treat me. I don't care if I'm
Right.
going into any establishment. I'm paying attention. And absolutely, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
You have some bad customers. We all do, right?
Absolutely.
Have some bad customers.
But I
And-
equally
but-
support white businesses. Let that be known. Like I support black businesses. I support.
all
I
of them.
support. If you got what I'm looking for, I'm gonna come and buy it.
Period. And if it, but
That's it.
There
we
Like,
go.
we're like,
if
There we
it's
go.
bad
There we go.
business, if it's bad business, whether what color you are,
Right.
what race you are, I'm gonna go find someone else to go work with. That
But
just
if the
is
price
what it
point is
is.
where I wanted at, I will deal with some of the like if the price is where it's at, is convenient enough, I'm gonna deal with less than great services. I mean, there would not be a fast food restaurant alive if we don't all agree to that.
right.
Because you can go home and get better home cooked meals. You can go to Outback every night, but the convenience and the price point is why we defer. So we all are agreeing.
And the convenience, yeah, the
There we go.
convenience is what kind of like is gonna win me over. Not race.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
Not
agree.
right.
I agree with
There we
that.
go. We hold hands. We move forward.
For sure. But let me tell you how noble we are as a people, though.
Mm-hmm.
Other people don't feel like that.
Agreed.
Other people, like, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I got white customers. I got, I was talking to Marmar earlier
In pre-production.
and was telling her, like, bro, we had people from all different nationalities come here, and I thought that was a real good thing. Like, I was like proud about that, but it's not a lot of these these other nationalities. You know why? Because they go to their family and get stuff. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we don't got no problem spending money with white people. Like, what are we? We've all heard the statistics about the black spending power.
Yeah. The black dollar. Yeah.
The black dollar, right? It doesn't circulate in our community. You know why? It's because we don't have
That unity.
well, no, I think we're really unified. I just don't think that we have enough
Respect
businesses.
for ourselves.
We don't have enough business options for that dollar to circulate.
Man, I had
like that's what,
somebody
like when
send
you
me-
were saying that you go to these black businesses, I'm curious as to what businesses are here. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like what businesses are out here that's giving
Oh
you
yeah, yeah. It's a lot. I mean, we got West
Yeah,
Coast Habitat
come
where they
on
can
now.
start
We
off.
have a lot
I mean,
of
yeah. You
businesses.
know what I'm saying? We had the downtown Browns. It's a lot of things that like we've had historically here.
Yeah, we have a lot of businesses here.
No,
for sure.
I know that, but I'm just saying to just go to a bunch of them that you got bad service. Like when I ride up and down Main Street, for you to say that there's a lot of black
Ooh,
businesses,
that's a good point.
but let's poll the businesses that are actually on Main Street and then say,
Just do the plaza. Well, is there a black business in the plaza? The one right down the street.
I don't know.
It's one, right? It's right here.
Well, you talking about Princess Hairs? That I mean, I don't even know if they black. I think I kind of
No,
feel like
it's
they
another
might be
t-shirt
owned
place, right?
by foreigners.
Yeah.
No, it's another T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all we got, though. We got like little stuff like barbershops, beauty salons, somewhere to eat, and little T-shirt stores.
I mean, that's all
could-
you really pretty much need, right?
Food,
Nah.
food, clothing, and
Shelter.
that's great segue, right?
Yeah.
you.
So let's go ahead and get into the legendary aspect of this. Thank you guys for, you know what I'm saying? Tuning in, brother. Legendary podcast is over with. All right, so I'm out.
Amazing. What's it called when we first started the
Segue.
show? Not a segue. No, your segue was good. I liked it. But I was just talking about like before we actually start your interview. So
This way, I like it.
access denied.
No way, man.
No way. All right, come on, P.
So here on the Legendary People podcast, we like to celebrate.
You
I'll
ain't
take a
cool
point
if
for
you don't go to
myself.
that school. You gotta introduce yourself.
You gotta announce the school first before I say the slogan. I can't just start off with the slogan.
No,
Let's go over to SMED, our sponsor insider.
Tony Ruby in this thing. What's
Tony
up with
Rube.
you, bro? He said that's my little sis.
That's hard.
Hey,
T.
Tony,
Rube,
bye.
man, love you, big bro.
For sure,
My
for sure.
brother, for sure.
Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright. The shoparea.com is like the baby Amazon. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine. And we are at T-Shirt Kings, Gold for Your Mouth and Camera King Studio. I do got something sweet going, you guys. If you buy 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. So keep that in mind.
It's a Fendi.
We want everybody to come and buy in bulk. And we're giving out the deals where you can start your own T-shirt company based off of the deals that we're doing. So this is like a wholesale play that I got. You buy 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. You buy 50 shirts, 25 of them are free, plus even more than that. Because it's like you buy one shirt, it's $20. And if you buy 50, I take it all the way down to $8 per shirt.
That's hard.
So let's just understand what's going on here and come through and let me get you together.
Man, over 1 million t-shirts sold. That's a stat.
That's a stat. Yes, sir. But I'm upset that I haven't sold 2 million. Oh, all right.
Come on, man.
My brother, Peanut Johnson. This brother is a for real financial advisor, guru, loan giver, loan getter. What's the one stuff that you, not a loan, but what is it? A grant,
Freelance grant writer.
freelance grant writer. Get you grants, get you a bag. My brother teaches you how to get a big bag of money from investing your money the right way. Sell stocks, not dope, every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel on YouTube. So make sure you go over, like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification, as well as ringing the bell notification on the Legendary People podcast so we can continue to grow. All right. So we can continue to grow. So like right now, like, if you're watching on Facebook, please go over to YouTube to the Legendary People podcast and like and subscribe. All right. So make sure that you guys comment. We're going to pick a winner to win free breakfast at Agnes breakfast at Sheiks and lunch at Agnes All Natural Grill. All right. And we're giving away free t-shirts for T-Shirt Kings. Just come up here. And actually, our realtor in blue, Toni Holmes, will be giving away a business card.
He's like a house.
A gift bag.
A gift bag,
Gift
you know?
bag.
And and another thing, make sure y'all check out Shondell Nicole's podcast too, where Toni will be on tomorrow. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So make sure that you guys stay tuned in and tapped into everything that's going on. And last person I want to mention is Juanita Darton. I call her Shell.
Yes.
Make sure y'all go and check her out at Third Perk, man.
I was
She
down
is,
there today. I'm down there today.
Third perk,
Man,
yes.
man.
And her podcast, which is The Broken Entrepreneur, go check that out.
Yeah, just
Okay.
man,
No wonder.
like
I'm
literally,
curating that podcast.
literally make sure, man, that y'all go and see Michelle. She got a good coffee house, man, and it's for the community. So
It's
pull
the
up on her.
People's Coffee House.
Man. You know, all right, Peanut.
Great
come on,
black
man. Let's get
business.
this.
Black
Let's get this
excellence.
cooking.
So speaking of black excellence, man, SMED, I say this all the time, man, right? There's no legend higher than the next, man, right? But sometimes we have legendary stories and legendary people, and these stories are intertwined when it comes to this individual we're about to talk about today, right?
Yeah.
You guys got a chance to like soft drive her ideology and things of that nature, but this person right here is a first ballot Legendary People Podcast Hall of Famer. All right, I'm saying that as modestly as possible, right? We have your realtor in blue, Toni Holmes. How are you doing today?
I'm blessed. Hold on. I'm even more blessed. I love that induction. They talk about other than me.
Right. I should have said like me. Not kidding. So here on the Legendary People Podcast, we'd like to find out the origins of our legends. Without further ado, where'd you grow up?
Everywhere.
Let's start your earliest memory where you grew up at.
Detroit.
Detroit. Okay. What was there? What do you remember about Detroit?
The hustle.
The hustle. So you grew up.
grind.
Okay. So did you have siblings, brother and sister, mom and dad in the home? What was the early childhood life like for you?
Baby. I'm the baby. And I have older sisters. my mom and dad was in the household. You know,
How many siblings did you have?
I have two, including me, 3 in the household, but my dad cheated.
Okay.
My other sister.
Okay. So like, what was the family structure like? Like, how was that to you, from your recollection of that early?
Well, I was a baby.
You
So
said your dad cheated.
I was a baby, and yes, I did say that. So I don't really remember too much all the way. Memories.
Do you
about
remember that?
Detroit, but we came to Dayton. Yes.
I'm just hold on, wait a minute now. I just want to dig a little deeper here.
Yeah.
So,
Did you say that I remember my dad?
do you remember your dad cheating?
Well, he had a whole nother child on my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cheating.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with
So,
you. I'm just
but
asking you.
Keep in mind, listen, I'm the baby, even with him cheating. So no, I can't say I remember my dad cheating because no, I mean, I remember my dad cheating, but not that particular time because of course I wasn't even thought of.
Right.
I'm the baby out of
Right.
all his kids.
Okay. Right.
So you just explaining a sibling that's not by your mom.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. However, what I remember most is Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. So you want to start there with your story, or you can give us like one story you remember of from Detroit that you can like remember?
Was you in you wasn't old enough to go to school while you was in Detroit though?
No,
No.
Okay. So what elementary school did you go to?
Override.
So what area did you live in when you moved to Dayton?
The West Side,
About?
Riverview,
Okay.
The View.
Mhm. The View. For sure. Okay. We're like pulling teeth. We're trying to find out where you started at. So what's your early thoughts of that neighborhood? What was the neighborhood like during that time?
It was a village.
Mm.
My sister used to sneak at the house, and guess what? All the neighbors used to tell on her.
Mm.
Like, your daughter was down the street at her boyfriend's house and snap. Like, it was a village. Like, I don't recall seeing no abandoned houses at all. My grandma, which is my both of them, my mom's parents are from the South, so they from Georgia. And they moved right in the heart of Lexington, like right there in Lexington. And my dad's mom stayed right on Everett, right directly across the street from Princeton.
Right.
So I don't recall seeing no abandos at all. The community was a village, like
Right.
for sure. I remember my sister used to make me go knock on the doors in the View and lie to the neighbors and said my mom was sick and we needed money and
What?
he donate. Oh yes.
Well, the hustle was early for
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Word. So what are some of the characteristics that you share between your parents? Like, what is one thing, like, you do things like your pops or something like that where your mom had told you, or one of your parents, or, like one of your family members said about you and your pops similarities? Could it be a look? Could it be a way about yourself?
When y'all moved from Detroit, did your pops come with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My mom always did with him.
Okay.
Mm.
So, yeah.
So were there any similarities that you could see in hindsight where you share some kind of common trait with your father?
The hustle.
Okay. What did he do?
For sure. Hustle.
Okay.
That's it. And let's hold on. Let me break hustle down because depending on, just like you said earlier, how you use the word of a cuss word, how you use it makes it a cuss word, right?
Right.
So many people stigmatize the word hustle.
Yeah, like when Elon Musk said it and mess.
Yes,
don't get me started.
Doesn't mean you hustling dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can hustle career, you can hustle school, you can hustle kids. You know what I mean? Just hustle to me is really focusing on a thing and being good at it and accomplishing it, right? Success.
Right.
It's a success thing, to hustle.
Correct.
So when I said my dad's a hustler, meaning like he got the juice, like the mouthpiece. You know what I mean? He has the ability to be whatever he could have been or wanted to be but it's somewhere down the line,
People gotta let it straight a little bit.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So, and my mom was different. She was more passive. Shout out to my mother today. Here's her birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mom.
birthday.
Mama love, we love Mama Love on the podcast for sure.
That's my heart. That's my everything. That's my life before life. I post that up on Facebook. My life before life. She is different. She was always passive. Really let people get over on her, and still will let them back around. And she was really different. She's a pushover.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, no, she's really.
I don't know.
She's really a pushover, like for sure.
For sure. So, what is your fondest childhood memory? It's normally that story that you look at right there. From all the interviews I've done, it's when you see every time I say that, they look right at that story right there. What story was that?
My best friend Cicely.
Cicely.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I remember the first time, and it's so clear when I met her. 7th grade year, starting in Kaiser. And I was not even a friendly person, like at all. Because I stayed at Overwright, since I was a kid on up. So you pretty much go with the people.
Correct.
And then middle school went to Carter White. She went to Carter White. But Kaiser, the first day, I walked up to her and I was like, "Hi, my name is Toni. What's yours?" And she was like, "Sissy." And I don't know what made me do that. Literally. But that was the best, literally, time that I could say in my childhood.
And I can say, because I went to Kaiser during that time as well, Cicely was literally one of the most warmest, kindest spirits. She was taller than me and stuff like that. She was super sweet. Still is for sure.
You went to, y'all went to school together?
Yeah, but yeah.
You and Toni did? Oh, okay.
Mama, quit looking back.
Yeah, that's interesting. So how was Peanut in school?
Yeah,
Huh?
I don't remember.
yeah, I don't remember her either.
You know,
Peanut was a little scrawny, real skinny.
do you remember him, or are you just making this
No,
up?
I'm serious. He was really so.
Here we go.
He knows. He agreeing. He was a really skinny, scrawny. Didn't you do?
I played for the basketball team.
He did play basketball and wrestling. Did he do wrestling with your little?
All right. So nobody noticed. Oh my God. So look. So I never wrestled in a tournament, right? Now mind you, bro, it all started because the coach was he was the gym teacher, right? And he seen me like go crazy. Somebody way bigger than me. He was like, "Bruh, we gotta get you in wrestling." So I agreed to do wrestling, but when they showed me what the hell we had to wear, cause I'm not wearing that. Like that. No, bro. You feel me? I like real wrestling, which is the fake wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You feel me? I want to look cool in the outfit, not looking like, you feel me, somebody need to inject me with some steroids. I ain't look right to me. But yeah, I play basketball and I wrestle. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that about me. So anyway.
I did my homework. Yeah, because I'm ready for the smoke. Yeah.
Right. All right. So how was Toni? Peanut.
Talkative Toni, like the same way she is now. She just talkative.
Now, did y'all remember each other? Like,
No.
Yes.
I don't even remember.
You
each
remember
other
me?
for
Did
real.
you even hold on? But you stayed in Westwood, right?
Yeah.
And at the time I stayed in Westwood too, right on Edison.
Mm-hmm.
Street used to ride the same bus as
Yep.
me, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was
You
really
weren't talkative
mean.
like
I didn't talk.
You weren't talkative in that aspect, but in school you was. But to me, like, I was the person that's like, I'm the same
Was
way.
y'all in the same grade?
Were we?
I don't think we're in the same grade.
Oh no, I'm 22.
Nice.
I'm
Take a
22
point.
too.
Okay, so we was in the same
22.
grade, right? Period.
But yeah, so I mean, it was a bunch of people who we had mutual friends in the middle. But
Really? Cause it's vague to me. So tell me some of the friends.
Cicely was like one of the ones. Like I always see y'all two together, and to me watching like that, looked like you was talking to because y'all two would just be like y'all.
She was the
linked
only
up.
person, literally. Like I was so close and angry because of my childhood. Like I was really mean.
So
And
can we build on that? So
Yeah.
what's some of the things that went on in your childhood that
Dark.
made you angry?
darkness.
Let's go.
Like
I want to hear.
the reason why Cicely, one of the reasons why she is so important to me, and still to this day. She was my rainbow, and she still is my rainbow.
Absolutely.
And growing up, all I saw was my parents hate when I talk about it, but I'm like, it's the truth. It is what it is. All I saw was beaten up mentally, physically, emotionally. You know, my mom getting cheated on, just beating her down mentally, like she's nothing. So it grew. You know, that's all you heard. Holidays, birthdays, and all that stuff. And when I met Cicely, it was like her family and her was so different. Like during that time before I met Cicely, I had a diary and I played with Barbies. So my whole neighborhood and the view and always called me Barbie, because they didn't understand, but that was my outlet. So I would like literally block everything out of my household and had all these Barbies, and I would just play, and that was my life. That was going to be my life as I grew up, and that was my peace, and I lived with that. So when I found Cicely and met Cicely, she, like, we went bowling. We didn't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see stuff like that. I heard her dad and her mom encouraging her and stuff. I was never, like, my mom would encourage us, but look at the position she was in. You know what I mean? Like, why would I listen to her? But, you know, my dad would beat us up, you know, mentally as well. So
Your dad would say just like
I
tough
never
stuff
heard,
to you?
like, I never heard, no, you can do it. You're going to be great. Like, I know. I heard that from Cicely. Cicely, like how people view Tupac, Cicely is my Tupac. Everything that girl said to me at a young age, she told me, Toni, you going to be great, girl. When you overcome this, or when these people that you think is your friends, close, they're not going to be around because you are powerful. I'm like, what did you see, girl?
Did
Are
you talk?
crazy?
Did you talk to Cicely about some of the things that you was going through, or
Cicely knew it. Like she would see. Like I remember one time when she really see me break down. I don't break down, you know, because you so hard. Like my dad used to, like it took. I'm the baby, so I used to, like, when I started paying attention to stuff, I started seeing stuff that I shouldn't as a kid, right? So my oldest sister.
can you give us an example of what you're talking about? I mean, just not necessarily something that you actually seen, or if you want to go there and
I
tell
used
us
to
something
see
that
my
you seen.
sister go crazy. My older sister, she'd go crazy on my parents, like kick the door in and stuff like that. But I thought she was mentally disturbed. But as I grew up, I see why she was doing that. You know,
She
And I-
would kick the door in.
like it was crazy, and not crazy, like, you know.
Yeah, we're not taking it in the wrong connotation.
Yeah, like it wasn't. I guess it was just
It was her lashing out due to the
stuff
treatment.
that yeah.
Have you ever asked? Did you ever? Your father ever tell you about his childhood and some of the things that he went through?
Yeah. So, okay. My daddy is a piece of work.
Your dad is a what?
A piece of work. Yeah, have him on here. Y'all would really go viral. Okay. Again. So as I have gotten older now, I'm like, I start making sense of things. Like it makes sense, right? Hurt people, correct? Right? So now my thing be like, at what point? Because I had to ask myself this as well. At what point did you start pouring that same hurt that you endured into someone else that you care about? Word. It took Cicely. I will never forget this, and this is the day that really helped change my life, to be honest. She said, Toni, I'm your best friend. I love you. Why do you always find a way to tear me down? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It was hard for me to say I love you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I care for her. Like, she don't understand. She really my life. You know what I mean? But I couldn't really say it.
Right, because you hardened.
But what it was is I was pouring that same, what I was taught. You know what I mean? I was pouring that same interest because I thought that's how you love. like I'm not gonna say my dad don't love my mom, but this is how he treat her, and this is what goes on. So I love you, so this is what how I show love. She said, it's not. She said, I can feel so pretty, but you would tear me down. You would find something to make me feel so bad about myself. And from that day that she said that, and we were kids, I knew something had to change because I know that feeling. I feel it. I live it, right? So I was like, oh my God, I don't want nobody that I really truly love feel like that. So I had to figure out a different way, and it was she was showing me, like, So yes, I don't know how my father grew up. I heard stories,
What were some of the stories?
Yeah, that's him. I heard stories. He tell me little stuff and everything, but at the end of the day, his mom was a piece of work, and he became his mother. He said that they said his mom used to pit the kids against each other, right? And that's what my dad do. But still, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's not an excuse to me because I'm in the same environment that was toxic, that was dark. If I can fight that to not become it or at least try to transition it, then why should I give him the excuse?
Right.
I don't feel like it's fair. He has all girls. It's still to this day, my dad don't tell me he's proud of me. And, I take him to a war ceremony that I was getting, and he made it about him. And he tried to tear my mama down in front of everybody. And, this is stuff that you live with. So, where do you say it's not okay? It's not okay. Not at all.
Right. So, what are some of your childhood interests that led into who you are today?
The struggle. The struggle.
Say that.
The absolute struggle. Watching things. You know what? We wouldn't even have to struggle as much as we struggled if my mom didn't give my dad all the money. Yeah. Manipulating her mind. Taking advantage of her. I mean, I can't speak for how she feel or felt in the inside about herself, but I really feel like it's all about confidence and knowing who you are and start loving yourself. So how could she pour into her children how to love themselves? And we are girls. When she don't.
So, like you spoke about poverty. What is poverty to you? And what's your experience with poverty growing up?
Poverty to me is the lack of knowledge and conditioned. Conditioned to the bare minimum. That's poverty. So poverty to me isn't no color. It's the knowledge and the condition of knowing the knowledge.
So eventually you go to high school. What high school did you go to? Belmont, right? So during the time, this is where everybody kind of this is where people kind of fall into who they're going to eventually be, right? Do you agree?
Not so much.
Okay. So what were some of the things you were into in high school, and what kind of student were you?
I was still an angry kid. Ran track.
Some more.
Ran track. Track run far. Did you run track too?
I did run track.
Yes, I remember your little scrawny self.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Yeah. I mean, we was
I was skinny. I was skinny as
I
hell.
would be too, though.
skinny.
You skinny, Milton?
I was short, skinny, ugly. I still
Look
am.
at you now, man. You glue
Right.
up.
Only difference is I gained a little weight. I'm still short.
And a beard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like,
Any
nah,
real
I've been
man-
had this.
A real man got a beard.
Say that.
I'm gonna come back to that.
So
They want men to become
uh-oh.
effeminate and cut their beards.
They talk about behind Longfellow?
They want to strip
Man, you
you of
stayed
your
away from that
lion's
one?
mane. This a lion's mane, bro.
For sure.
And
I also heard another school of thought too, where they were saying that if you grow a beard, then you trying to be more like the Europeans.
More like Europeans.
Yeah, they were saying like quit doing that, like that's Viking stuff. Whatever.
Really?
People be too
wow.
they be too woke for me. Some people be
Hey,
too woke for
damned
me.
if you do,
stay-
damned
you
if you
have to
don't. I'm
stay,
cutting this off tomorrow.
Man, you just-
Now you have to stay
I just-
professional.
for sure.
Remember we got to go back to that.
Yeah. So, what kind of student were you? You ran track. Was it cheerleader?
Homecoming queen.
Homecoming queen, right?
Tony, you was a homecoming queen.
That's
So
hard.
let's walk through that process
that's hard.
because you was the homecoming queen. So
that.
you got voted the homecoming queen. Do you have to have a campaign going in order to get voted homecoming queen? Because my daughter got homecoming queen too, and she was like campaigning for it.
No, I don't remember campaigns. I don't know.
You're right.
But you know, that's
You were
the
just
era,
legendary, huh?
Right.
And it came to you easily, huh?
No, it really didn't. I was.
Do you remember who you ran against?
Yes, I ran against my former friends at the time. Well, yeah.
Your former friend.
Former friend. Y'all fell
They're
out over
not
this?
your friends no more?
One of them. However, I you know people grew apart. You know, so
You ain't beat her up? You know we know that you be whipping ass. Like
says different.
we know that you been whipping ass for a very, very long time.
Hey, no cussing.
Ass is not a cuss word.
Now you utilize it.
Tony
Now you
already
use it.
taught
Give
us
me your
that. She
point.
taught us the context
No,
of saying
because
these
I'm calling the
words,
person
dude.
with a jackass to her.
Can I
Peanut.
get
The person with
Just-
a jackass
just
to
keep
her.
it
Can I get a
real.
point?
Whipping ass is the body part. Whipping ass is the body part.
So I can't get a point.
It's a location
So
on
you
your
never give
body.
me a point.
No, it's a location on your body.
Listen,
Pride don't
I ain't
get
gonna
you.
lie. Tony has
What
taught
you
us some
sitting
stuff
on?
today. She taught us some stuff today. And when you get taught something, it's the application of the teaching that makes you elevate.
So y'all like reading? Y'all like reading? Y'all like reading? It's in the Bible a bunch of times. The word ass.
Yeah, but
How
if
did-
you
how-
use
Sacred
it,
text.
thank
How
you,
did you-
Tony.
Sacred text.
Yes.
How did you
Sacred
use it?
text has the word ass in it.
How did you use
We're
it?
being destroyed today by Tony. She's taking points from us right and left. And now I'm going on the offensive.
I mean, what do you expect somebody to put you in your place besides a real estate agent?
So good.
You like that? You like that?
Way to fight back, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a slogan now. Like, I'm a real estate agent. I'll put you in your place.
Now
I
listen, don't
like that.
you try to write.
Stack.
Yeah, thank you.
A stack.
Thanks.
It's a sack.
Back to the topic at hand. So it did come easy to you. You got into it with your friends, right? It went by
Oh,
peacefully.
no, I didn't get into it with my friends.
Well, y'all fell out.
We all remain friends. Okay, so listen. So
Take a point from yourself.
Then
You said they're your former friends.
former friends. I'm 22 right now. I'm out of high school. Anywho.
Yeah.
So
Listen.
yeah, let's bring that back.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Just
no,
because
no,
you
no,
don't
no, no.
see somebody or talk to them for a long time, don't mean
Yeah.
they're not your friend. no
Yeah,
more, Tony.
what?
That's
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's true. What are you talking about? I got a friend that lives.
You have to
My friend got deported, and that's still my friend.
Anywho, can we get back to the thing? So we made a pact. We like this. So my friend like, okay, well, which one you want? You want the homecoming or prom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I think I'm gonna do homecoming. And she was
Yeah.
like, all right, I do prom. So we gonna make sure you win homecoming. And we gonna make sure you win prom.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's how it went. We wasn't falling out or who.
Right.
Yeah, no, none of that. Like,
Well,
we-
he trying
we
to
didn't do that.
see, and that's the same stuff that you have been through this before. Somebody try to create a beef between
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I can't stand people do that.
Yeah, I
You
know,
just
right?
did it.
You
We
just
talking
did it.
about you.
Man,
Like,
man.
like,
You don't feel like I didn't know I was instigated. All right.
Boom, you was all the way out of order though.
So Baby Boom comes from a you know what I'm saying? It actually was your boxer name. Just
Do
kidding.
you really want me to tell you where Baby Boom came from?
I want to talk about you beating people up because this is an ongoing thing from your past.
Were you so fighting in high school? You were fighting in high school or no? Did you? So when did you was fighting in high school? What about at Kaiser? Where the yeah, before this podcast
Not
ever
in
started, I
school.
thought of Kaiser as kind of like an East Side middle school that was kind of like
He about to
just-
make fun of us right now.
But now I have come to the realization that Kaiser is a school for jail. You guys were practicing for jail.
Really? What middle school did you go to?
I went to
McFarland?
Fairview. Nah,
Oh, my
McFarland. Oh, that is a tough one.
Man,
You got
I
McFarland.
won't even say nothing about
McFarland,
anybody with this
Fairport?
yeah.
man, listen.
Fairport.
Look,
We
look.
smoked them.
Sirens went off.
Yeah, exactly.
said Fairport, somebody get
all
locked
you
up.
Fairport people are criminals.
No, but all jokes aside,
That's not a
like,
sound
for real,
effect, guys.
Kaiser, like school,
Tony,
they coming for y'all. They coming for you.
I heard you was in here online. Dang, that's crazy.
I didn't like fighting in school though.
Huh?
School was my safe haven.
So where'd you fight? At Reese, as soon as the bell rung.
In the hood.
All right.
I'm like literally anywhere.
Tell me about a fight that you got into that was a good fight. That was
Epic.
kind of going back and forth. Or you blew everybody up.
Oh, you want to know who was actually my competition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, this girl, it was actually here.
He came on the podcast?
No, it's about like here at like this
At
location.
this location. So Cicely was getting into the girl who killed Cicely.
Cicely died?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
car.
Cicely. The girl who killed Cicely. It was like a former friend of hers that became like she was never my friend. I just whatever Cicely. But Cicely wasn't messing with her no more. So her sister, we was all here because before it was
This was the
teacher.
roundup.
Roundup, the legendary roundup.
And this girl used to play on her sister used to play on my phone. She was messing at the time. She was messing with somebody. I was messing with whatever. And she was playing on my phone. I'm like, you must not know who I am. We playing on my phone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you got to put her in her place.
no, because I don't argue. So we end up here, and Cicely seen her.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, my initial was her, but it was something about this girl she was with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this girl to this day, but it was something about her. I was like, I don't want her. I know I'm gonna demolish her.
Okay.
I want her. So, Cicely and the girl who killed Cicely. This is the girl who killed Cicely, Felicia. It was her sister. So Cicely ended up killing her sister. But that one, oh, she gave me a feeling in my body that I felt it. Like, I know that's gonna be a challenge. I need her. And she asked after everything, like, why did, like, I didn't even know. Because I knew. Like, I don't go after nothing easy. I might not knew. So, anywho, we didn't get to fight. Make a long story short, they ended up jumping somebody who was close to me at the time. Because we ended up leaving from the roundup. So, we ended up going to, what was this, Frogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I heard about it. Going to Frogs. I go up there. We all dressed up. I knew it was coming, so I'm not stupid. I knew it was coming. So they come up there, gym shoes down. But I'm just like, listen, you don't know. Like, you really don't know who I am. Like, for
Right.
sure. The girl, Felicia, who killed Cicely, I called her. I said, I'm going to get you, little sister. I'm just letting you know in case you want to do something.
A heads up.
She said, I told her. Told me
You
she
told
wasn't.
this is Felicia's little sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felicia is the girl who killed Cicely.
When you told Felicia that, she was like, well, I told her not to mess with you.
She said,
You crazy.
I told my sister.
Is Felicia in prison right now?
She went and she's out. Yeah.
We can tell
All
her
right.
later.
Yeah. We'll talk to her.
However, though, so she like, I told her, Tony, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Cause she know when I come, I'm coming. Period. So anywho, me and my goons, we round up. We had frogs jumping. I had heels on everything. I was sorry this day, but I loved it. This was like out of all the fights, every last fight I've been, that one is the only one I would ever really remember, because that one right there, she gave me a real laugh run for my money. Like we was like real laugh baby. Like
Rumbling.
I loved it. Like it was so, like my adrenaline was rushing so much.
I can see how excited you are right now.
Yes, I wanted more. I was like, hold on, who? No. And they came up there, and she was wondering why I didn't get Felicia's sister, right? Because that's the one who I wanted. But I knew
You a smasher.
But it was something about her facade. I knew it. I know how I am. I don't talk. Then I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna let you do all the bickering. I'm gonna let you do all the little hype stuff. But when I get you, I'm gonna get you. And that's how she was. Like when we was here at the
Roundup,
all the view dudes, like, Tony, no, and I'm looking at her. She ain't buzzed. She like this, like I am the whole time. I'm like, yes.
So you haven't ever seen her since then?
I don't even know what she looked like. I don't know her name.
damn.
I don't know nothing.
I know, man.
So it was. So the fight was. It ended in a tie. You would say?
I'm not gonna say a tie, because I don't know if this bouncer was her family or something, but they was holding me down.
Oh, I cannot.
And they was like, throwing me while she was on. Like, so when I seen her in the club, I'm like, I knew I wanted her so bad. Like my whole entourage, like, no, you get her because that's who you want. I'm like, what? Y'all know I'm gonna get who I want. Like, no, I'm gonna get her. We all want her because we all fighters at heart. You know what I mean? We know who. We don't want to fight nobody. We know we're gonna beat up, so we all really want her for sure.
Right.
So no, I told him, like, well, what they're not gonna do is get what I want. You better pick another one. So my little cousin, she picked the one, Felicia's sister, and Destiny, she had the other friend, right? I mean, when I say y'all, we was rumbling. You hear me?
Yeah.
I had these heels on, and I was sorry because I don't even wear heels. They was just too down. But that girl who I fought, y'all, like I have not, out of all the fights I've been to, I have not ever experienced nobody fight like me. That fight straight up, knuckled up. No pulling hair. If you pulling hair, it's not pulling hair.
Yeah, it's just like,
hold your head so I can get you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and all I could do, like, she had my hair, I could do it uppercut. Like, I loved it though.
Yeah.
Like, oh, who is she? Like, no. Then they stopped and then we go outside. No, we get to fight again. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta run this back.
yeah, we gotta do it again. And then the security guards got to jumping in on my, like, they wasn't even on my side. It was holding me down and stuff. And then my little cousin came along like, because when they held me down in the car, I knew it was over and that girl was about to get to me. And my little cousin came through. Oh no, bing, bing, bing. Like, she's short, so, she had come through in her heart, like, woo.
Yeah.
But Destiny, she fighting, and the girl she fighting, like, see, they smoke. I don't smoke.
Right.
And I told him.
They tired.
But the girl who she was fighting wasn't going either. Like, she wanted more, and more. But we had it though.
Yeah.
Because you have to think, our name was like, you see Toni, you see Beanut. See that it's over. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know the girl's name. I don't know what she looked like. She could walk in here right now. Like I was the one. I wouldn't even know. And if I wasn't changed, I probably would, because I wanted to still fight her. I ain't gonna lie. They ended up catching me some months later, and I'm like, hey, I still want you. Real talk. Like because I did. I wanted it without no security guards, straight streets. That's how I wanted it. Like, because I have not ever had it in a fight like that. Ever. Most females want to scratch me and pull my hair out, and I like straight knuckling up. I have not ever felt that what I felt from her.
Okay. So, SMED, I sent you something. I queued it up. We want you to see this video here. It is the longest fight in the history of the world. and it happened in Dayton, Ohio. The fight literally happened from sundown to sunup. And we're gonna get your honest reaction to this. So you can go about the right for it go from dark to light.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's take a quick break real quick.
Quick commercial break.
All right, here we go.
I thought you.
Over 1 million t-shirts sold. It's a sad.
It is. I'm upset we ain't sold 2 million.
What's most important for you at T-Shirt Kings, man?
Man, taking care of my customers, they make best team in the league. They love the customers. We got a saying: I don't gotta go to work, I get to go to work.
What are some of the different styles of shirts that like you can get made here?
I got DT Screen Print Kings. We turn that around immediately for you, which, by the way, is what separates us from other companies. Somebody will tell you it takes 2 weeks. I tell you it's gonna take 2 days.
Where do you see T-Shirt Kings like 5-10 years from now?
We're already the best t-shirt company in the world. We already are coming up with concepts that I don't see anybody else doing. You order 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. Bulk discounts, fast turnaround, and free designs.
Completely world class.
SMED.
What up, fam?
Hey, bro, I heard y'all got a new store.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
100 North Main.
Okay, y'all gonna be doing grills in there?
You already know.
Oh, okay, what's it called then, bro?
It's called
Grills on Main Street. 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 Grills on What's up, Stacking SMED?
What up, fam?
Hey, bro, I heard y'all enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Where's
The North Main.
Okay, y'all gonna be doing grills in there? Oh, okay, what's it called then, bro?
It's called
Grills on Main Street. 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 Grills.
We back.
For sure. So we're back in the building right now with your
realtor.
No, the featherweight champion of the world obviously is in the building.
Your realtor in blue, Tony Holmes.
Your realtor beat your eye black and blue.
Beat you blue.
Beat you blue.
Clearly, y'all did something.
So, we want to say,
Who's up to our sponsor to get beat up?
yeah. I mean, well, let me tell you where you won't get beat up.
Where would you get beat up at, Smith?
Horizon Science Academy, Dayton High School.
You ain't cool if you don't go to that school.
Man, Horizon Science Academy, Dayton High School,
Yes,
is a great school,
it is
and I support them.
as well.
And the principal is a great man.
Absolutely.
Big facts. All right, so Horizon Science Academy, make sure y'all go and check them out. Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright, theshoparea.com. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine.
Commercial.
Smith, can you take a point with her because she's interrupted our sponsor? This is where we pay our bills.
Thanks. Now I
Thank
forgot
you.
what I was saying. So just forget
Wow.
every other sponsor.
Wow.
Blame Tony.
And DM her your this thing.
Yep. Everybody
Not
in
us.
her inbox.
Not us. Her
She
inbox.
is definitely tagged in this.
Yeah, she's tagged. Just go right over there and leave reviews as well.
But before I forget, T-shirt Kings, go for your mouth. Camera King Studio, Sales Stocks Not Dope every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel. All right, go ahead, P.
So, little champ, where'd you learn to fight at?
My dad.
Oh, there you go.
look.
Earlier, you couldn't think of nothing you got from your dad. Now you remember fighting.
No.
Get out of her, man. There you go, Fred. Get out of her, man. Get out of her.
My dad taught me a lot of stuff. The hustle, like real talk. Like he's very, 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 very beyond smart. Trust me when I say that.
Okay.
Big,
He
for
taught
sure.
me a lot of things. So I definitely implement those. And he taught me a lot of negative things as well. However, that don't have nothing to do with, what I saw. Anywho, my dad, we used to sit and watch Rocky.
Oh.
Oh, yes. We sit and watch boxing. Like, he taught me how to hold my hands.
So, in that movie, you saw Rocky and saw that being you rather than you being Adrian.
No, actually, like, as I grew older and I said that, and I started seeing stuff, like, my dad was the best dad in the world to me when I didn't see what I saw.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a little kid. So when I started getting a little older, like around, 8 on up, I started seeing too much stuff. Okay. However, I used to punch the wall. Like the crack, you see the end of this wall right here?
Mm-hmm.
They used to just find me so mad. Just punch like
The edge of the wall.
the edge of the wall. Like my mom.
The corner?
Mm-hmm. They think so.
Psycho, man.
Yeah. So what people did not know was when I was out here fighting, I wasn't fighting them. I was fighting my dad. So that's why I was so angry and build up a fire and like they didn't have nothing coming. They couldn't win against me because I wasn't fighting them. I was fighting my dad. So that's how I became a great fighter.
You was fighting your dad for your mom?
That's hard.
Yep.
So,
Your mom is just a really sweet person that would not hurt a fly. And you seen it as she was being mistreated. And now, that's I like that though.
Yeah. For sure.
I like the fact that your mom is like that.
My mom,
The meek shall inherit the earth.
Tell us a couple of good things. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all do. But what's some good stuff about your mom now?
My mom is my power. My mom is my inspiration. Like through the mix of I tell my mom now, as much as I thought I hated her because she stayed in this stuff, she's actually the queen. Like she is the light, because for anybody to go through what she went through and still, able to fight through it, and whether she's dealing with it still or not, that speaks volumes to me. And it took a while for me to understand that, so now I look at her in a whole different light. Like I tell her the other day, like, you are really braver than what you think.
Right.
You are really stronger than what you think. You raised 3 girls in the midst of this freaking destruction. No matter how we came out, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you could have killed, she could have killed herself at any time. You know what I mean?
Or him, for that matter.
Absolutely.
Was it physical abuse going on?
Yes. And it was like she still finds a way to, like, take up for us, But again, his power is more powerful. He's a king, right? So my mom is so resilient to me. I don't care what she goes through. Like, even to this day, she will.
Is your mom and dad still together right now? Huh?
Yeah. And still the same thing, but worse. So.
Send her love.
Absolutely. So that's why I instead of me beating her up, I tell her. Because that's how Sicily was to me. Because I end up becoming
Your dad.
my environment. So I became a mom. And I had person, my dad. but Cicely never judged me at one time. You had other people like, oh my God. No, she used to always tell me how I was smarter, stronger. I'll tell me, Tony, watch, when you get through, you're going to get through. You were not going to bag. I couldn't see it then, of course, like stuff,
So,
Well, in your own personal relationships that you've been in, have you been in a relationship with a man who tried to control you?
absolutely. I've been in a relationship for a very long time with a man just like my dad, or worse.
He was worse than just the way he talked to you
And I
was
don't even
degrading.
say man, a boy.
mm,
I'm not going to even say,
Say
I'm
that.
taking that back, a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think, like, hurt people, right?
yes.
They not doing nothing but projecting what they endure, to be honest. So that's a boy,
Yeah.
So what was the question you asked?
The question was just saying, like, so you feel like in a relationship, the relationships that you've been in, or at least one, you've played the role of your mom.
Yeah, it's not relationships. I had my first love. He was amazing. He was like he didn't know I was crazy for real. I used to beat people up. You could not tell. He was like, not my girl, she can fight. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But in the mix of that, I had a someone who I grew up with, and it was actually my cousin, my boy cousin, best friend. And sometimes you don't know how close and how valuable that person is until years later. But he was actually a boy sister.
Mm.
And I just realized that a few years ago. He was
Wow.
really actually always have been a boy sister. So he was always like, so there's nothing you could tell him about me and he would believe unless I confirm it. So when I started messing with this abusive guy and stuff, he like, I didn't even know you was having sex. You just pop a prank. You know what I mean? Like, what in the, you could not make him believe nothing other than greatness.
That's hard.
Yeah. So it was like another, sister. From my first love, which my first love wasn't a sister, the other guy was another sister. And we was just close and family, From my first love, right into, kids and the guy. And
Right.
he beat me up just as well as my mom, mentally, physically, and emotionally for years.
Your first love did that?
No. My first love was the Romeo. The other person was similar to her father.
My first love, okay.
Well, worse than her
So
father.
what happened with your first love?
The guy that I said was another Cicely, he was my cousin's best friend. So he was like family. We ended up growing up like family. You know what I'm saying? So then you have my first love. My first love, I guess we grew apart. We was in high school and stuff like that. So I ended up, okay. So what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what led me to prison. I walked in on my first love having sex with this girl who used to always see us with each other and always, compliment each other. Y'all is a cute couple. Y'all is just. And to this day, he didn't believe it because he's like, yeah, right, not the Tony, because you would have went crazy and beat us up. No, I was stuck. And
You walked in the room and it was in the bed?
It was in his mama's living room. I walked in.
Were you standing there or you were just like...
I walked in and they was in, they didn't see me. I looked like, oh my. And I could not, I froze. I could not do nothing. I could not do absolutely nothing. So,
What'd you say?
nothing.
You just walked out?
Snuck back out.
Really?
You didn't say a
And
word.
then what you do? Call him later and say, I seen what
What
was
happened
going on? You just said, I want to break up.
I was tore. Cicely, You know, call my best friend.
Your rock there for you. What'd you say to Cicely when you first called her after you left there?
I just don't remember. She just immediately came to my sisters. So I felt like, oh, that's a feeling. It was like I was in what?
Literally sick to your stomach.
I wasn't even senior. I was like maybe a sophomore or so. So like my first love was different from my dad. You know what I mean? So I didn't get that. So it was so crazy because he used to tell me, give me compliments. And next thing I know, I go to school or go cheerlead and stuff, and like all the dudes start giving me the same compliment that my first love initially gave me. I'm like, are you going around telling people this to get, boost my head up? Like he helped boost my confidence up,
Okay.
And it was like, I'm not living without him. Like I was insane over my first love for sure. I was like real life insane over him.
Truly in love.
Mm-hmm. Truly love that mist of people like, oh, that was your lust. No, seriously.
Right.
And I don't know. I just remember.
What? So your first love came to you. You ended up getting pregnant, and your first love came to you and said, "I didn't even know that you were
No. That's
becoming active."
That is my cousin's best friend who we was close. So me and my cousin best friend, like how you be thinking.
So you and your cousin's best friend is not your first love.
Well, now I'm starting to feel like he is my first love.
But he's not the first love that you caught.
No. Then, like, how you so.
You can put J's. I mean, like
put
letter.
So we gonna say
Mr.
My cousin best friend is I'm gonna put E. I'm gonna say E. Okay. So, and then my first love is B.
Okay.
So E, we on the phone. We stayed on the phone for hours, just talking about his first love, my first love, whatever. Like we built so much of a bond. But he always loved me and wanted to be with me, right? But I'm like, we're close, it's family.
Right.
I didn't see then,
right.
What I see. I'm not gonna say now.
Hindsight 2020 for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my first love, who I lost my virginity to, is my first love. You know what I'm saying? Like my virginity, and I remember this one time we was together as a kid, and he would like hold my head up, like y'all know off of Color Purple.
Mm-hmm.
And when that girl was like, "Look in the mirror, you pretty girl,"
right?
Like he'd hold my head up and just stare at me. I'm like, "Stop doing it! What are you doing?" He said, "You are so beautiful." And I'm like, "Oh my God! Like, are you serious, me?" But you have to keep in mind, I come from, he didn't know where I come from. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was in my household.
Right.
So I'm like, see, you are so, your smile, your teeth, your legs, everything that dude said, I would leave with them, and everybody else, like all the dudes would start to be like, "Man, you got the prettiest smile," or "Your teeth is in it." And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, so I grew fond of that. However, I ended up walking in on that. And
so walking in on the same person who complimented you, bigged you up, you walk in there to discover him having sex with somebody else.
Yep.
When do you give him notice that you found out, and what was the conversation like?
Maybe years later, dog.
So you continue to date him after that? You just go ghost?
I didn't want to let him go at all. I still wasn't willing to let him go. He did. He wanted to date other people and all that stuff. I was like, "You're not dating nobody. I don't care what you're talking about." No, he never knew. So what had happened was I walked in on him, right? And I shut down. And I'm crying. So Cicely and my cousin Mika come over and pick me up from over my sisters. Cicely and my cousin Mika was messing with the dude who been trying to get with me that was from the same hood as my first love, B. They was messing with his friend, right? And I'm like, so I'm sitting in the car, my cousin Mika I'm sitting in the car, I'm crying. I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." This and that, right? Mm-hmm. And so at this, so Cicely get out the car and go kick it with the dude. So now I'm left with Mika. That's what happened.
Y'all got enough.
Mika.
Her friend pulls up. Who her friend pulled up with?
Your first love.
No.
Your new boyfriend. The boyfriend to be. Your future.
The abuser. So now in my head, that's why I don't do get back. In my head, like, oh, he know. He been trying to talk to me because he tried to talk to me in front of my first love. He know. Yeah. Was get back, right?
So you got your lick back, and then you eventually got pregnant.
Yeah.
So what are the roads that led to you actually being incarcerated? What happened?
So I seen the girl.
Your last day free.
I seen the girl. And
What girl?
The girl who I walked in on.
Okay.
That was disrespectful to me. That was total disrespect. I had to get you. You had choices to fight me. So I tried to fight her so many times that she wouldn't fight me. So my dad said, so I ended up pregnant. But before I see her, my dad said, Tony, I'm gonna tell you something. People who fear you, it's gonna kill you.
Yes.
Or send you to prison.
Mm.
And it was crazy because it touched right where it needed to touch, when it needed to touch, right? So I ended up seeing that same girl at the it was it Western Star Day? I think it was Western Star Day. And I ran up on her. Like every time I see her, I run up on her.
At this point, you've already had your baby.
No, I'm pregnant.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm running up on her. And when I real laugh, run up on her, really just imagine somebody
Pregnant.
Run up. I was, you couldn't tell.
Okay.
I was probably maybe 2 weeks at this
Okay.
point, or maybe a month.
Okay.
I run up on her. She would not fight me. She would not fight me. And that gave me a sign. I said, nope. And my dad's words stuck with my head. The person that fears you is going to kill you or send you to prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I was and I decided at that moment that I wasn't going to mess with her ever again. So the people who I was hanging around ended up start beefing with that same girl. So now at this moment, I was 6 months pregnant. Mind you see that big gap. So I've been left alone, seen this girl and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So this girl who was around me at the time, she's like, I'm gonna beat the girl up. This is the same girl I've been trying to get to. I'm like, well, shoot, if I can't fight her, she never fight me.
Right.
I might as well watch
her
get beat up.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. Well, at least I thought was gonna happen. So I'll go around to this where everybody was kicking it at.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl can fight that girl.
A little dusty bang out center.
Period. Where she wanted to fight the same girl who wouldn't fight me. So I'm like, okay, I can see her.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I say the girl who was on my end, run up on that same girl, swung on her with a good 4-piece, the girl ran. Mind you, I'm 6 months pregnant. She ran. It was so much commotion, so many people. I was always skinny, so I didn't look like I was 6 months pregnant because I was real skinny. So something told me, Tony, put your back against the wall and watch out. Put your back against the building and watch out.
Okay.
Soon I did, I turned around. Boom.
Who hit you?
The girl who I was trying to fight for the longest because everyone was fighting.
Right.
Because I felt like it was weird. That was weird, right? You got so low 4 times and you run. You got your mama big, her sister big. I mean, she had all these people out.
A trapped animal is going to react a different way than it would if it was in a natural habitat of nothing happening. Such that you go up in them in the front, hey, let's fight. Nah, I'm cool. But somebody beating your ass and your back to the wall, well, your back to the wall, she feel like it's go time. So what happens next?
We started fighting. Of course, she wasn't no match for me. Mm-hmm. However, I started feeling people jumping in.
So you feel somebody grabbing and tugging at you, a couple punches is early hitting you.
So earlier,
hit that like button on YouTube.
Come
on. Double back. Earlier that day, see, I was psyched out over my first love. Yeah. I really wanted to be with my first love. Mm-hmm. So Sissy was working at a warehouse. And Sissy like, oh, I got this box cutter. You know what I mean? Like, you can scare him with it.
Right.
So it was like all a mind game. Like, I was scaring him with stuff. Like, he's like, man, you bring it out. Leave me alone. I'm out here. You know, 'cause in my head, you caused this. You
Right.
know? So, I remember as I was getting jumped when I was 6 months pregnant, I had that box cutter in the back of my pocket.
Okay.
And as they was jumping me, I took that box cutter out. Now this stuff is vague to me, but I remember taking this box cutter out, okay? And I was swinging to get them up off of me because I was this big, 6 months pregnant. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I was swinging to get them up off of me, right? So when I felt like they was up off of me, I doubled back, stood in position to go back, because now I'm about to give her exactly what she was looking for.
Box cutter still in your hand.
Not even knowing. I was going
Blacked
crazy.
out.
Yeah, so the box cutter was still in my hand, so as it was never this.
Right.
It was straight punches. Boom, boom, boom.
But you holding the box cutter.
Holding the box cutter. Not even know. I didn't even know what was going on. She ended up falling on top of me. I thought she was spitting on me and it was blood. Blood.
What did you actually give lacerations to this person that was attacking you and you were defending yourself? But you just noticeably saw that at that point in time you just felt wetness, thinking it's just spit, but it's actually blood at this point.
Yeah, I didn't know it was blood until everybody picked me up, and it was like, oh, you hear the crowd like, this is blood. Oh my God, she cut it up, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, do you stay at the scene? Do you leave the scene? What happens next? Okay.
I went on the run.
Would you consider that your legendary mistake?
I don't know, because prior to that, in high school, you know, I was popular. I didn't know. And this girl, she was a cheerleader. And she was dating one of our popular freshman basketball boys. And she was a cheerleader. I guess she was in love with him, but she thought me and him was messing around. So what she did was she bullied me. Or at least thought that she was bullying me the whole time while she was still at Belmont, right? So she ended up graduating. And her sister was a grade under her. And she started bullying me. So when she graduated, I was a sophomore, right? So her sister became a senior and I became a junior. Her sister started to bully. I'm like, nah, at this point, I'm going to be like, y'all really don't understand I really am a fighter, right? So, anywho, they came to a cheerleading game. I remember like the back of my hand was my birthday anniversary. We was playing against Meadowdale. We was in overtime. Shorty was playing. You know, we was in, like, it was at Belmont.
Mm-hmm.
Her mama, her daddy, she brought college people with her for me. So at this point, now you don't get what you was looking for. See, I spared you the whole time we was in school, right? Because I never did it. Her parents was like in the community, so they talked down on my parents, like they were stupid, and the principal didn't do nothing. We was in, like, my family, my parents was like they keep bullying my daughter, like talk down on her. Make a long story short, I beat the girl up finally. She had braces. I beat her up. I mean, I stumped her. Her dad jumped in, hit another kid, punched me. I said, so we take him to court, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was my junior year. We take him to court. They like, oh, my dad is a community. He's in the community and it's this and that. All this, right? And I'm like, care, push me. They waited till now that was my junior year. All senior year, I'm good and all this stuff. Guess what? I go to y'all remember El Diablo's, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pregnant now. Now I'm not. I don't think I was. Nope. I haven't gotten this fight with the knife yet.
Right.
I'm pregnant. Them same girls that's now, I guess, principals and stuff like that. They still should have messed with me. Same people. I'm coming out of Diablo's. The security guards should have put me in handcuffs. Ask me why.
Why?
Because she slashed her tires and said I did it.
Mm.
Yeah. Slashed the tires. I told the only reason why they took me out of handcuffs, you know why? Because I said I'm pregnant by somebody that's not even claiming this child. If I'm gonna slash anybody's tires, it would be his.
So how's this connected to how you end
I'm
up?
about to tell you.
Okay.
So think about it. Knife, right?
Yeah. Oh, they connected the knife with that situation that wasn't even
their
true.
family worked in the courtroom. Those girls, they bullied me for
Right.
no reason. Then you get beat up, and I had to press charge on your dad for hitting me and hitting another, and y'all still mad at me? I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
They double backslash your own tire. So when I finally did something, which was use that weapon,
And defend yourself while you were pregnant.
the judge said she didn't care. I was guilty already. Them same people, family, worked in that courtroom.
Mm.
Dang.
That judge said, "Oh, you just, that's what you do. You use knives. You slash somebody's tires. I didn't slash that girl. I beat the crap about that girl. I didn't need to slash. I can fight. If anything, if I'm gonna go to jail, allow me to go to jail because of my hands is a weapon.
Mm.
Right.
I was angry. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was angry. I was really angry. And, yeah. So, everything was against me. Shoot.
So July 20th. Why is that date so significant for you?
Do you mean July 15th?
Well, from this, I'm sitting here looking at the. It took me.
That's the day I got incarcerated.
Yeah. July
Yeah.
15th. Okay.
That's the day that judge
Mhm.
that didn't care, and she only seen black poverty, and ignorant parents didn't know nothing about the justice system. She seen a mark that she took away as a little kid to make an example of the wrong person that she shouldn't
So,
have. made
were
an
you in
example.
high school at this point?
I
Or-
just graduated.
You had just graduated.
I just graduated in May and got locked up.
A 3-month-old baby.
3 months. Yep.
3-month-year-old.
Right.
That's what they say.
3 months. She.
Oh, that's the right way to say it.
Yeah. It be people just saying like 32-month-year-old. It's weird. It's weird.
Oh,
Sound
yeah,
like-
my baby was 3 months.
32-month-year-old.
Bruh, am I capping about that? Like,
Yeah, no, he ain't capping, but I don't say you're
Man.
he ain't capping. People do
No,
that.
wait a minute. Hell no. I'm not gonna go for that shit.
I swear, I am not making this up.
They do.
You
that.
say a 3-month. Oh, 3-month-year-old? You say that?
No.
3 month old.
3-month-old. You don't say year-old.
3 month old.
Because
People still say it like that.
a 3-month-year-old baby.
3 months. Yeah, she. I
Three-
yeah, I got
Yeah, you
that.
say like 3 months old. And he's 3 months old.
Yeah, there's two ways of saying it. There's the way that we just said it, and there's a weird way of saying it that people say all the time. I swear, I'm not making this up. You listen. She can't wait to take a point away from me. If she agreed with me, then you know it got to be some. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Huh?
They do say that.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's
But-
incorrect grammar.
But that's why I didn't say give me a point.
Yeah, people say that's stupid.
You know, I can't wait to say give me one of y'all points.
No, hell
But yes,
no.
3
No,
months.
no, I'm not
July
down. I
15th.
disagree with both of you. You
July
don't say
15th,
that.
She took me away from my baby.
Damn.
That judge, she had no remorse. She told me I was a menace to society, and didn't
So
even-
how long did she sentence you to?
A few months, 8 months, and some. She tried to send me for some years, but I'm just like. But you know what? They sent me to anger management, right? You know, I was just telling somebody this, a colleague this. You know, the anger management teacher told me.
What?
I took anger management also.
I did too.
He
What, we all hold hands again?
Yeah.
Finally.
He said there's nothing wrong with you. He said, you're not going to settle with the city. You're going to become better than what you think it is. I can tell that about you. You have a drive and a fire in you that's not going to be let out. I'm like, well, no, I'm angry because they telling me I'm angry, which I was. I was angry. You know, my childhood and all that stuff. Like, so I was angry. He's like, no. No.
So on March 10th, 2021, you posted. I remember sitting in prison feeling like my life was over. Entering back into the unforgiving society with no confidence, imagination shot, struggling with a broken mindset, just existing, not living. Majority of people telling me what I can and can't accomplish. Everything I once imagined, I'm executing now one by one. But walk us through the point where you felt like you didn't have any outlook to be who you are today. Walk us through that person you are there, because that's going to benefit someone today who feel like they have nothing.
What I see and still see every day. What I see. You go to prison, they put you right back in the same environment. They let you out. If you said you've been in prison, right?
Not prison, jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's rehabilitation. Is it good or bad?
I'm gonna say the positive to it.
Okay. They told me that we better y'all come. Is that true? That's true. So, but I don't look at it as negative no more. You know how I look at it? They right. But if we build it, they'll come.
Right.
Right?
And that was SMED say a lot. Like
Absolutely.
he says that if you catch a felony, it's now your job, your opportunity to provide a resource for people who are in your same situation, and you are lucky to have the vision to get them out of it. Yeah. And I've taken that.
Mm-hmm. So when you get put back in the environment, of course it's recidivism. So they want you to return, because what you're gonna do, you're gonna be in survivor mode, right? So of course when I got out, did I change right in there? No, but I still kept what I know I could become. But I still went back into fighter survivor mode. I'm still a fighter though. Understand that. I just changed how I fight. I don't have to use my hands anymore. I can use my whole knowledge and brain.
You come on the podcast and take points away from SMED, not me.
And you.
So that's not
that makes me legendary. Legendary people. You know what I mean? So with that being said, yes. So you feel like you in the environment. I'm in this environment. I end up having an abusive, toxic relationship for so long. It's not because of him. It was really because all this time with me.
Accountability.
About me, how I seen how I view myself and where I see myself, right? So it took Cicely to die for me to understand that.
Well,
it took Cicely to die.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. Now, I want to ask you, but before we get to that part, what's something that was the most inspiring thing that you saw while you were in prison?
Nothing. The most inspiring thing I heard was, we build it, y'all come. And that was it. I didn't like that.
And what was like one of your worst memories from prison?
Some girl ended up getting locked up and they raped her with a broomstick.
Who raped her?
The inmates.
So you witnessed this or you heard about it?
I was there.
Did you have people try you at any point?
Absolutely.
And how did you handle that?
Them Rocky movies. Shit.
Absolutely.
So you spoke about.
Let me take it back.
Yeah, please clarify.
When you go into Marysville, right? It's like you know how it's different from a male, because they have like a whole facility of they have to go into first and then get sentenced out to prison, right? Mm-hmm. So Marysville is different. This building can be for 30 days, and then you go outside into population, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So they still have a unit that's considered juvenile. Mm-hmm. So if you're not 21 yet, you go outside these doors and you're going into this gated community that is considered juvenile until you're 21. Yeah. So keep in mind, I was still when I was 19. 19. Yeah. However, but when you in that organization that for 30 days, you with everybody. I would never forget this lady that she was black, but she was pale. And she kept coming back to prison because she had full-blood AIDS. So her whole objective was to get out and do it to everybody. So they kept sending her back to prison because she keep going out and infecting everybody with AIDS, right? So as I came in, they had me squat down. Now they said, "Oh, was this so violating.
What are some of the things that they make you do besides the squat down portion when you do
They
extra?
look all up in you. You squat down, they looking all up in you, lift your boobs, it's just, it's
Complete violation.
routine. Yeah. So, anywho, they have your name, your last name on the bunks, and I'm not gonna lie, my last name held weight. It was a few people in there. It was like Holmes. So when I walk up, they're like, "Hold on, you Holmes? Like, who is your family? Who is your dad?" Like, my dad's sister is a fighter. My dad's a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, was and they from the View, so they, the last name held.
That's Mary.
Yes, they was the first family that ever brung in a hand car wash downtown. They, it was big, it was huge. So they was like, oh, so they're like, we gotta make sure you good. Let me teach you this. That's why I learned baby boom from. Yeah, that's where baby boom came from.
Dang, that's what's up.
So you said on April 30th of this year, I used to look at others crying tears of joy, wishing for the same for me. Well, today is the day I've been crying happy tears. Happy tears. Feeling really proud of myself inside and outside. I thought that I would never have gotten to this point, flooding with accomplishments. I'm crying tears of joy. I'm crying tears of joy. Y'all, and it feels good. Eyes burn a little bit though, but still feel great. Scholarship ceremony.
Yeah.
So walk us through your redemption process of you coming back home with everybody having these negative connotations on being a ex-con at this point. What is it like to finally accomplish something, that you set your mind to, you set a goal for it? What was it like to get that redemption?
Oh, man.
I see you lighting up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because y'all understand. I almost started crying. Like, y'all understand the feeling.
Tell me.
Like, I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. Sure. I don't even know how to explain it. I fought to get around people that was different from my environment.
Yes.
I fought so hard, even with no's, not understanding, not knowing, getting rejected. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I always thought to get a scholarship, you had to be super smart.
Yeah.
You had to look like this, talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm applying. And I told my story. I would say to anyone that is in a position like me or ever been in a position like me, the absolute number one key is to get away. Change the environment. At least if you can talk to one person that's totally different from you. Just so you can get exposed to a different type of life. I would, because once I got exposed, once I left that abuser, I did look back. I did. But like TG Jake said, it was totally different.
Right.
When I did it. It was totally different.
Yeah.
Because I forgave my dad.
Wow, that's hard.
When I forgave my dad and I really realized that it didn't start with that abuser.
Yes.
And it's not going to end with that abuser. It started with my dad.
But it ends with you.
Absolutely. And I was able to continue. Like I fight that every day because my environment is in my face every day. So it's always important when I speak at schools and children or colleges and stuff. You know what I tell them? I tell them close their eyeballs. And they like, close your eyeballs. Because I'm telling you, what you see when those eyeballs are closed are important. Because if you continue, because you're going to see, I see my environment every day, right? that mean that I need to be it?
Mm.
I have to be it. So it's important when you get all those. I had the hardest thing I went through. Family members stuff I was. Cicely told me, when you start breaking through, the people ain't gonna be there. Family members. When I say family members, I have an auntie that I used to look up to. She was my role model. No, she just needed. She wanted to make sure you don't be better than her children.
Mm.
They all started turning against me for whatever reason. They didn't understand. So now, and I also learned, family is what you make it, right?
Yeah.
Family is not given; it's earned.
Right.
My friends,
Blood make you related. Loyalty make you family.
absolutely, are my family. Like people that be thinking people is my family, not. So it's not you. You don't blame it on, your environment or what you see, because we see stuff all day long. That don't mean that we supposed to do it or be it, right?
Mm-hmm. So speaking of family, when you first come home, right? Cicely says, "Let's go kick it." You feel me? Right?
When I first came home, the first phone call I got.
What?
Well, no. Man, meet me at the park. Meet us at the park. We beefing, we fighting, we take
First phone call that you got home.
First phone call.
You on parole this time.
And
What do
I'm
you
like,
do?
Take me. And my little cousin was driving. She said she on one because she rolling. And so if I'm rocking, she rolling. Sister's like, hell nah. No, you're not. Ain't none of them bees put money on your books. Came over here to your parents and gave your daughter Pampers. Watched them. I mean, nothing. You got Tony. You have me effed up. Like, no, what you're not gonna do? We going home to your child.
There we go.
No.
People are just so terrible, man. To put you in a position like
Just
that,
got
like knowing
home.
you just coming home, and
This
then
felt like the mess hall.
what would even like try to put you in a position where you have to turn them down. Like that's terrible, man. Thank the Most High for Sicily.
For sure.
Yeah.
So ultimately, y'all kick it. You have a good time. You already spoke about the situation where the fight ensued. Let's get to the part where you was telling her to, it was telling her not to get in the car, right? You was telling her don't get in with her. It was word of her not getting in the car with the girl who eventually.
Oh, you read my stuff, yeah. No, yeah, I did. I just bought my first home. And I wanted to celebrate, and I was like, okay. So the same girl was just Felicia. She just always wanted to be Cicely, and she was bigger. She was stretch out Cicely's clothes, and just to fit in and stuff. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Lifetime movie, to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Cicely was not messing with her, y'all, and this stayed on my conscience for years when she passed away. She was not messing with this girl, and the last straw was Cicely ended up getting locked up. We out here fighting.
Cicely got locked up.
Let me tell y'all, this is my dog. We out here fighting. And I tell her, after that fight, I told y'all, like, we got in here, I said, sister, don't go to no clubs. Don't go nowhere without me. You know what I mean? Here she go, jumping on Cicely at the roundup.
Okay.
Y'all remember the Skittle Head?
Yep, the Skittle Head. Yeah.
They jumped her.
Ashley.
Now, one thing you do not do, and everybody knew it, they used to, you do not touch Cicely. Y'all know what's coming for y'all. Like, seriously. So Cicely was with, at the time, her friend, that was friend. So the friend calling me. So it's me and my little cousin. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what's going on? She telling me everything is going on. Where is Cicely at? Y'all together.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking, because I'm rushing, I'm mad. Not thinking that, girl, you're not even helping fight. So
right.
Hold on, my friend and your friend, like, come on, we don't do nothing like that.
Right.
So right here at this parking lot, I finally pulled up. They didn't scatter. Scareheads and scattered. Finally pull up right here. The girl finds me first. And she like telling me this story. Like I said, where is Cicely? all I see is Cicely. Now, I taught Cicely this. All I see is Cicely walk up. Boom, bing, bing, boom. I'm like, fighting the girl she was with. I was like, oh my God.
Fighting the girl she was with.
Yes.
Because she didn't help her get jumped.
Cicely said, you got me messed up. So at that point, y'all already know I'm the range, right?
Right.
So we ended up finding the girls and everything, and I was literally a week about to be off the paper when this happened, and my cousin ended up getting to the girls. I didn't even know about Riverview Terrace or something. The project, I didn't even know nothing about that.
Yeah.
So she ended up getting to these people before, so they jumped her. Everybody knew not to touch her.
Right.
So y'all already know where I was at with it, right?
On 10.
It was beyond. It was over. Done. You know, but when I pulled up, these 50, you know they used to jump. They used to be deep.
Yeah.
They scattered. There go Tony. Scattered. There wasn't no scatter. I'm going to grab something, somebody. Yeah, it's over. They called the police. I had a bat. And mind you, they like 50 plus. Yeah, go to jail for like, let's be serious. So I'm down in jail anywho. Of course, I'm gonna go to jail because they look up my name. Oh, I go to jail. I make a phone call, tell them like listen, I got some money. Either my ATM.
Give for my probation. Like money for that sticker on me.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Get me up out of
For that sticker hit.
Y'all, next thing I know, guess
Cicely.
I love this crazy girl. She was so tall and sleek.
Yeah,
like,
super tall.
I was like, so she came and sit by me like.
So y'all locked up together.
I looked at her. She said, she had my mama's shoes on, y'all.
What?
She said, "No, damn, daddy." I said,
Your daddy what?
She talking about. She would have a coffee out. She drive out of license.
Yeah.
So she would jump out her window. So when she in the door, she had warrant. She jump out her window. They knock it. I don't care if she didn't know you was coming over. She jumped out her window and running.
Right.
So she like, I'm like, what? She said he gonna say he know that damn police officer, and I'm not gonna go to jail.
Oh, he said that. Your dad gave her a false sense of confidence. And then she go out there like, okay, to run my name. He like, your ass is going to jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she gonna look at me talking about something. Well, at least we here together. I said, oh, no, we're not. I'm about to get bonded out. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for them to call my name. I see you when you get out.
Right.
So that's what happened. So anywho, so she in there. We trying to get up the bond money, right? So that girl Felicia know all. So keep in mind, I'm in a whole toxic relationship, so I'm not out here juggling with no niggas.
Right.
Sis used to always tell me, stop putting all your eggs in one basket. My dad used to always say that too. To me, I'm like, no, loyalty. Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, so the girl Felicia was Sister's kicking partner because they was, you know, the girl Felicia's a slut. You know what I mean? So she didn't get the niggas with the money and whatever.
Yeah.
So Sister's saying who to call. Get this dude. Anywho, they end up letting her out on OR, right?
Yeah, OR bond, boy.
We out. Sissy jumping, because if you know Sissy always jumping. One of the dudes came up to her. Because she walked in instantly like this. Please, walk straight past him. He said, you welcome.
Yeah, you feel me? I just bonded you out.
She said, so she instantly goes out. He said, what do you mean? She said, BA, welcome. Y'all let me, I couldn't even come up. He said, I gave your friend your bond money.
Right. And you got your mama's shoes on.
No, it wasn't me.
No, she was wearing your mom's shoes.
No, she was jumping. She was fitted. She was wearing my mama's shoes. That was in jail. She was out now. She's fitted. In the club.
Okay.
He said, I gave your friend. She said, who? He said, girl, Felicia. She took her bond money, gave it to her baby daddy.
So she had to sit and then wait till she saw a judge. Then the judge gave her.
So now at this point, now at this, like, because Felicia would do a whole bunch of grimy sort of stuff. So Sissy was not, y'all, when I say was not messing with this girl, like, I can't tell y'all stuff that we done did on here, but was
Right.
not. So Felicia was doing taxes. Y'all know back then with that tax group stuff, all that stuff. So I'm like, Cicely, you need the money. Just talk to the girl. Just,
Right. We ran it up. She's like, nah, I'm cool.
She was cool. But I kept her. I would go feed the Felicia girl. She would give all her money to the dude. And I would go feed her child. Like, here goes some money, here goes some food, this and that. I felt sorry for her. She was a friend. I just felt sorry for her. She was weak-minded.
Right.
I was like, girl.
So walk us through the
Sissy wasn't
final
going.
day that, like Cicely ended up passing.
So I just bought the house and it was finally ready. And I was like, okay, sis, let's celebrate. This is that. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna have Felicia bring me over here. But for some weird reason, every time when Felicia come around, she would always absorb Cicely. Like she didn't want nobody else around at all. So she made an excuse. So I called Cicely back. My her friend, her brother's girlfriend, she was white. She was over there. I didn't get a chance to meet her yet, right? So she like, well, Tony, we just gonna go to what was that club up there on not Gettysburg? What is that? Philadelphia, the old school club.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
One on Philadelphia.
Like you going towards the freeway.
On Philadelphia.
Siebenthaler.
Oh, Siebenthaler. Club on Siebenthaler.
Old school, y'all. Like
Leo's?
no, that's Gettysburg. No,
That's Salem.
That's Salem. Like Siebenthaler, passing BP. Then you pass.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. The strip club.
That's the strip club.
Well,
What?
nah.
You talking about like by Dixie, North Dixie?
No, Siebenthaler. Picture it.
I know Siebenthaler.
Like you going towards Trotwood, hitting Siebenthaler.
Oh, Higgins Station.
Higgins.
Nope, not in Trotwood. We not.
Frank and Jay's.
Boom.
All right.
She said we're going to Frank and Jay's. And I was like,
That's free
I
pipe.
don't even really. That's free pipe. Okay, I said $7. But I'm like, no, I don't really want to, And
By the
no, y'all
way-
can't have none of my points because y'all didn't call it.
Well, Siebenthaler.
He did off the
Siebenthaler
backboard,
turns
though.
into free pipe.
He didn't want to cut you off, but yeah, he definitely put his hand out.
And Siebenthaler turns into free pipe. So you kind of right. But,
Right,
you know.
see, thank you. They give me-
But it.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay, so anywho,
Yeah.
that's what they said it was doing. So I was like, I was sitting in my driveway, and I'm like, I'm gonna meet you. Have her just bring you over here, and we all go together. I told y'all how she is. She was obsessed with Cicely. So Cicely called my phone. Man, this bitch crazy. She in there drinking. So they was already drinking, but she had like,
More than
girl-
pre-gaming.
Like the girl would drink you under. Like she had a bottle. She in there in my bathroom. So she took the phone and put it against the bathroom. She in there telling the baby daddy, I'm gonna kill myself. I wanna die because she ended up having a threesome. And the girl who she had a threesome with, the baby daddy started really messing with. So
And then they pillow talking and boom.
So she ended up walking in her house from work, and the baby daddy in the bed with the girl they had a threesome with. So I'm like, what? She's like, she going crazy. She's like, she would kill herself. She keep drinking. And I said, bro, have her bring you over here. You're not riding with her. She's like, Tony, you gonna go out for sure? I'm like, I'm going out. So then she called me back. She's like, just meet me at Frank and Jay's. I said, why can't you come? She said, because she don't want to bring me over there. I'm right here by Frank and Jay's. Like, why not stop? Just meet us up. I'm like, So then I ended up calling her back, like, I don't feel like going. I'm just going to the house. Next thing I know, her cousin's baby mama, which is his wife now, called my phone because they just buried her cousin, her big cousin. We used to go over to babysit her daughter. They just buried her, literally. And I'm thinking she's calling me about some food stamps or something, right? So the next morning, I'm in my room, and I'm like, why is she calling me? Hold on. But literally, I'm putting her on hold because I'm calling Cicely, cussing her out on her whole voicemail. Calling Cicely like, Midnight, why you didn't call me yet? And,
Midnight, you tripping?
She's beeping in. Like, you better hold on. Now it's your she cut. And my phone was messing up, so it was going in and out. She said, Tony, sitting down. I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting down. And she's like, dead. I'm like, what? Who dead? It's like, dead. I said, what? Another one of Cicely's family members is dead? Cicely is dead. I was like, are you, what? I mean, I lost everything at that moment. And I couldn't even breathe, couldn't think straight. And the abuser who I was with, he said, are you going to sit up there and cry all day and come down here and fix us something to eat?
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, so I couldn't even mourn, for real, to be honest. Anywho, so I was just thinking that it was a simple, having fun, accident and everything, right? So I immediately go to the hospital to see Felicia, try to talk to her. Would nobody let us talk to her. It was like, that's weird. The white girl ended up going out, which the white girl was Cicely's brother's girlfriend. White girl called me from, this is her.
The bedside.
Mind you, I'm thinking it's a whole accident. You know what I mean? Like, things happen. It's
Right.
that we done drove drunk, The white girl calls my phone and introduced herself. You might not know me, but I know a lot about you, sisters. You were all sisters talking about this and that. And I'm like, what? She said, I'm the one who was in the car. If she moves wrong, her body breaks. Just imagine your body just being flimsy. Okay? The car was demolished. The only thing wasn't demolished is the driver's side. Who was driving? Felicia. So she said they begged me not to reach out to you. This is her talking to me. They begged me not to reach out to you. They begged me not to talk to you. I said, why? What? Who begging you not to talk to me? What's the problem? What's going on? She said they told me I didn't have to tell you the story. Like, what's the story? She told me and one thing about my best friend, she always has something lined up. She's talking to a whole dude the whole time this is happening on the phone the whole time. Cicely was begging for her life. They both was begging for that girl to slow down. Remember, this is around the time they had construction, right? The cream, right there, begged her to slow, like stop. And the white girl said she on the phone the whole time telling the dude that how she gonna kill herself. She about to kill herself. And since like, bitch, you better get me out this way. You ain't gonna kill me. You can kill yourself, but I need you to stop. The girl, and I keep calling her white girl, so I can't remember her name. She said, I was begging her, please let us out this car. But the whole time, Cicely talking to a whole dude on the phone too. So the dude hear everything as well. Begging this girl to stop. She was doing 100, I think an 80 and 100 around that construction. So the white girl said that she ended up hitting a curve, and Cicely went. Now they didn't get her in. Cicely went out. She said Cicely went clean, completely out. I swear to God, I'm gonna beat the crap up out of you if you don't stop this car and let me out. You drunk. You telling him you want to kill yourself. You can kill yourself, but you have us. Just going out. I know my best friend. Because she'd do that to me. You know what I mean? It's times that me and her driving, and I'm not even a drinker. But she see me drink one drink, she like, well, it shows where the seatbelts. I put my seatbelt on because you better get home safe. I ain't got time. I'm gonna drive. No, you can't drive. We go. So I know my best friend. I know her. So she said that Felicia continued to drive, and then she started speeding even more.
So already going to excess of 80 to 100. Now she's going even faster. After she hit the curb.
Yeah.
What happens next?
So then she said, see, I'm going to show you I got it. Now she purposely hit the curb. Says he did.
Did the car flip? The car hit something?
Pole. Cicely thought he was wrapped around the pole. And the only thing was left of that car was literally the driver's side seat. The whole driver's side.
So it was 3 people in the car.
Her, Cicely, and the white girl.
Did the white girl, did she have any injuries?
Did she? I just told you, plenty. She moved.
Oh, she couldn't.
She moved the wrong way. It's like her bones popping different. Yeah.
How did you feel hearing that over the phone?
I was angry. I was ready to kill something. Her. Now I see why she was protected. Like, would nobody, she couldn't talk to nobody. Her parents, I was like, why would their parents let us see
And she
her?
ended up going to prison for that.
5 years.
Only 5 years. And then one of my cousins was in prison with her. So all she kept talking about is they would say, like, when I get out, I got to deal with Tony. I'm like, I don't even like talking that girl's name. I don't even like even looking at her.
How does it feel being on the opposite end of justice in that sense, right? Such as when you got sentenced, you said, you were rather just a program, like probation, like essentially. Mm-hmm. And then for a loss of life, you saying they didn't give her enough time. I mean, of course, I'm just saying.
She had money. Her parents had money to afford a lawyer. Vice versa, me, I had a public defender. I had nothing. I was a product, as they felt, of my environment. There's no way that girl should have got 5 years. Mm-hmm. No way. Like, literally. She had already had tickets, license suspended of DUI. No way. No way. No way.
So here on the Legend of People podcast, we have this thing called the time machine, right? And literally, like, where would you go in your life and what would you say to yourself? Like, if you could go back in time and whisper something to yourself, where would you go and what would you say to yourself?
Go out with Cicely so she can go home with you.
So eventually that same judge that sentenced you gets the candidate announced runs for Ohio 2nd District Court of Appeals. How did you feel seeing that person who looked at you in a certain manner, did not take anything into account, such as you were pregnant, you were being assaulted? How do you feel about that person being the person who judges on who comes home or gets an appeal, or, she was being the gateway of justice for people that's already been wronged by the system? How did you feel seeing that?
I just feel sad for the people. That lady is nowhere near about justice. None whatsoever, and especially for us. Mm. No chance. That lady is crucial as she do not uphold the justice system by far at all. Mm-hmm. So I feel sad. Of course, angry. I ain't gonna say even angry. I just feel sad, to be honest. I just sympathize.
This ain't an ad. This is why you guys should go out and vote for Angelina Jackson, which is running for Judge Common Pleas. She was at the event that we both was at as well. She also sat in the same seat that you're sitting in and told us about her growing up, in, the environment, So that way you can't say you're a product of your environment. You got somebody from the environment that could actually,
I would tell them who to vote for. I would tell them to start literally getting involved in voting. Research these people. Know what's going on. Know what positions they held. Mm-hmm. Literally. Because these people are the same people that you're not voting for and that you are voting for. Even if you are or not, if you're not voting, you're voting for them.
For sure.
Period. For sure. And I'm not going to sit and say, vote for this person, that person. I'm going to tell you, do your research. Know what position, what power they hold. Because guess what? Just like these prosecutors. I think the prosecutors run the judges.
There we go.
Literally. Let's be serious and let's be in tune. like to that. So voting is really important. That reference back to knowledge. Knowledge is important.
Absolutely.
Power.
So here on the Legendary People podcast, we had this thing called the butterfly effect. Either something you said in the course of the interview or something I found in the course of my research that I found truly profound and amazing. When I look at you, I see a lot of the same similarities. Marmar said it, you know what I'm saying, like halfway through the interview, like, oh my God, y'all two just remind me of each other. And one thing I look at it is, you know, we're all one mistake, right? We're all one mistake. We're all one lapse in judgment. We're all one time on the phone too much, speeding through an intersection. We're all one mistake away from being, you know, lily white record to being perceived in a certain manner. But one thing when I see you is you didn't let that one moment define you. Like, even though, like, you even like admitted, like, you had backslide moments, but those weren't the things like who you truly are today. You know, you made me look into a lot of things, like such as like the color royal blue or imperial blue for that nature. They say royal blue is a deep, vivid blue that pops in any design. The color royal blue has regal association, thinking its historical relationship with British royalty, right? It denotes authority, trust, and confidence, right? That is one thing that, like you said, growing up, that like you struggle with because of your, you know what I'm saying, like your upbringing. You really had a confidence until you went through life, right? Royal blue was also the most expensive color to make back in those times because they had to use so many different additives in order to make it, right? So you are that defined royal blue today. You are that imperial blue today. Everything you've been through, all that hard stuff you went through, it takes that. Like I say all the time, it seasons your steak. And the last part I want to make was you saying back in the day, you know what I'm saying, you was the girl that played with the Barbies and this, that, and the third. Look at you now. You know what I mean? I see that one day in the future of you being branded as, you know what I'm saying, your Barbie in blue. You know what I mean? One day, right? And then, you know, you spoke about you being a person that, you know, had the story past of fighting, right? But the biggest fight you did was breaking the cycle. And for that, you are legendary.
Oh, thank you. Do I get some type of reward or something?
SMED about to get to you right now. And it's legendary observation.
Right. I mean,
Well, one thing that I heard you say is you said that you thought scholarships were for people who were super smart. And I want to tell you that they are.
Yep.
And that's why you got the scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are smart.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's like, I think that it goes like deeper than that. Like, you know, just the way that you see things, the way that you challenge yourself, and the way that you overcome is the story that we all are looking for, man. You know what I'm saying? A story that somebody was just successful all the time is boring. Like, don't nobody even want to hear no story like that. You know?
We all know my favorite interview.
Without bad, there is no good. You know what I'm saying? And so all the things that you have been through, man, I mean, my brother Tay told me that everybody finds a reason to hate their father. And
shout out to Jay Cutler.
When you think about it, it's like, man, a lot of people, man, like find fault with their fathers, man. But the mere fact that your father was there the whole time, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it just shows some type of consistency. You know, and you know, it might have been consistently tough. You know what I mean? But just hearing your story on how you was able to overcome and how you was able to just hang in there, man, and find something that you passionate about. That's the success right there. I mean, you're literally doing real estate and you're buying homes. You are Tony Holmes.
Selling homes?
Selling homes.
That's a bar.
The realtor in blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an amazing thing, man, because a lot of people, they can't stick with anything long enough to actually get into it.
Right.
And I mean, you like literally in there, and you said that you wanted to change your environment, mission accomplished. Go and find, well, like now your environment is you're on here as a business owner and an entrepreneur and as a professional.
Yes.
And like you did say that you wanted to bring up the fact that you call things unprofessional all the time. So why don't you, before we get out of here, I want to give you an opportunity to tell us about why you say things are unprofessional.
Okay, so I want to add to that. I also have a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
That was a part of that. Smiling like super is geared towards formerly incarcerated women and incarcerated women to bridge that housing gap.
Yes.
You know, for they will have a chance to, they don't have to go into that same environment. So we can, you know, not execute or do away whole the recidivism, right? But we can actually help that number. So it refers back to we build it.
Yeah.
So thank you for saying that when I was in prison.
Right.
Because it gave me ambition, right? So everything, all my clients I receive, that I have, anybody who ever worked with me, that money pours into that organization that they don't know. So it's like way bigger and special than that, because the whole purpose is to build this community, right?
Right.
Because we are awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes we cut it out. Anywho, professionalism, right? Is because, you know, y'all said something before we got on the air about the air. And I get backlash because of how I dress and who I am. So everybody always put a stigma on everything, socially constructed word and careers or something. So you're a teacher, you're supposed to look like this, right? You're a real estate agent, a realtor, you have to look like this and talk like that and move like this. No, I don't. I wear what I want to wear. Like, seriously. So it was, I'm being funny. I'm like, oh no, that's unprofessional.
Right.
Because I get people to say, are you selling real estate or you're selling yourself? Why? Because I look nice? Or because when we boil down to it, you know, it's all about your insecurities. Because you conform. There's nothing wrong with conforming, right? To get to a certain level, because look at Kanye West. I'm not going to say, we can't honestly say he didn't conform.
Right.
He did. To get on a level, and now he always stayed who he was, though. He just conformed because he knew what he was and who he is. So when he got to that level, now he can be who he wants and who he always been, and y'all can't do nothing about it, right?
Right.
So it'd be like, he has said in an interview that touched me different, that your most anxiety, remember I asked you this, your most anxiety come from what? I know my most anxiety come from test taking. When you tell me about to take a test and it's time, oh my goodness. I can know this stuff, but as soon as you tell me we taking a test and it's time, I don't know. Think about life. So you want to conform me. You're not helping me pay my bills, not helping me take care of my children, you're not helping my success, you're not helping my career, you're not helping me move nowhere near up, flourish. But yet you want to dictate how I move, what I wear, how I talk. You get what I'm saying? So I get told this. So I'm not professional because I look good. I mean, because that's what you need to say. I look nice. I look good. Because you conformed yourself of looking like this or being like that, and you're unhappy. I had to tell a man, I can wear a whole, literally, covering everything.
Right.
Y'all gonna still find a way to look at me different. Let's be honest. That insecurity is within yourself, because that does not define nor affect my ability and how I produce.
And let's get into that right now, which is the last quote for the day, which is, wow. It took me sitting at the closing table with the buyer agent reiterating today's date out loud for me. Realized several years ago today was one of the worst days of my life. I was handcuffed and sentenced to prison with my baby and family watching. This day changed my life dramatically towards a down spiral. Look at God. Change this date from a bitter taste into a great one. blessed both ways because that bounce back wasn't friendly. So today isn't just another win for me. It hits deeper than that for my family and me. Baby boom. I don't only tell y'all, but I show y'all that my fight is different. And I do that, and I do have something to prove. I am her, your realtor in blue.
Tony Holmes.
That's major.
That's major. Smear, you pay some bills? And then
Cheeks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. You ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright. TheShopArea.com is like the baby Amazon. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine. We at T-Shirt Kings, Gold for Your Mouth, and Camera King Studios. Make sure y'all come and see what we doing on these T-shirts, man. We're going crazy. Buy 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. That's every day at T-Shirt Kings. And my bro Peanut Johnson teach you how to get a big bag of money from investing your money the right way. Sell stocks not dope every Sunday on the Dash Resource Channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification, and make sure you always include hashtag Dayton in every post that you make, because that's the lit thing to do.
for sure.
And so now, Tony, we want you to take us out with some good old words of wisdom.
This is your realtor in blue, Tony Holmes. To my buyers, please do not be intimidated of the rates, the loan rates. You have car loans, you have credit card loans, and I'm sure those rates are way higher than a home rate. Understand, please get this and allow it to reiterate. Home ownership is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Super important. I could teach you how to become a homeowner. I could teach you how to invest. I could teach you how to utilize all that you felt like you don't know or been deprived of to become wealthy with all that sense. Quick claim deeds, please stop it. Do not do quick claim deeds.
That's in Detroit.
Absolutely. My sellers, yes, this is the time to sell. Of course, you're getting double your money, maybe even triple. You know, if you want to learn more, please contact your realtor, Blue Tony Holmes, 313-655-5688. We have a class coming up this week,
There we go.
Thursday, at Central State West, starting at 5 to 7. I am going to, we are exposing you all to a also program that has been watered down. And I say watered down because we take loans like New York, Atlanta, Cali. They're already doing this big. So why do we have to wait years until we get a hold of it, right? We have a hold of it right here. So allow us to teach you, guide you, and help you to your success.
There we go.
All right, man. We love everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. Legendary. What'd you say, Pete?
Legendary People Podcast. Legendary People, legendary story. Be a capitalist, not a victim. Is